Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this good Thursday? We back the build on this boxing and give it its just due how we always do. My apologies, y'all. We was running a little late today. But we here and we gonna build like we always do. Let's get to it. Let me say what's up to the fam. Oh, yeah, on the likes. I know we getting closer to that million. All things was good with it, bro. How you feeling? Rod in the building was good. Creole traveling, my God, was good with it, bro. Thomas Hill, you know it. Mr. Empire was good, bro. How y'all feeling, man? What it is, man? The like button for your boy, man. Sub to the channel. Turn your notifications on. And come rock out with us, man. Shout out to the JBT family as well, man. Boxing with 2-4, what it do? And I want to send a prayer to the big homie Jay Hardcore, man. For sure, you are in our thoughts and prayers, big homie. Shout out to Hardcore Boxing News, my guy Jay Hardcore. I'm a little rusty back here. All right, boxing with 2-4, what it do, man? But yeah, man, shout out to the homie Jay Hardcore, man. Seriously, in prayers and well wishes to him and the fam. But we gonna get to it, y'all. We gonna get to it. I wanted to talk about this fight, man, that I seen. I meant to bring it up the other day when I first seen it, but no better time than the present, right? We can talk about it now. I think this is an extremely good fight for these young dudes, man, going into their careers. They both young as hell. They both really young. And they've been battle tested. They've taken losses. Damn. My bad, y'all. Yeah, definitely. Big prayers to my homie Jay Hardcore, man. But let's get to this, man. But this is a good fight, man. Like I said, that I seen get announced. And I heard about it a couple days before today. But, you know, we can talk about it now. And so I think, like I said, really good fight. Jahi Tucker, man. He started, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, at 140. I believe Jahi Tucker started at 140. And I've never seen, not that I can remember, a guy go from 140 all the way up to 160 in that amount of time. Like, this dude legit fight at middleweight. Like, it's crazy. I just didn't see that. I just didn't see it coming like that. His body must have outgrew the hell out of the weight class, and instead of fighting against it, he probably just allowed himself to go up. You get what I'm saying? It just goes to show you what the sacrifice that a lot of these fighters be making to make a certain weight. You get what I'm saying? Because it ain't no way in hell he just the only one that, you know, young like that and body just continue to grow. It's just no way. You get what I'm saying? It just goes to show you, man, that sacrifice that they make is legit, is real, and it could be dangerous, you know what I mean, if you ain't careful. But like I said, Jahi Tucker started at like 140, bro. And he finds himself all the way up here at middleweight playing around. I just didn't see that in his future. Not that fast, man. You get what I'm saying? Very fast. Like, I never seen nobody navigate the weight classes that way. Yeah, man. He fought as low as in the 140s. Yeah, 147, welterweight, then 150, then junior welterweight, then you know what I mean? Then junior middleweight, then middleweight, man. You get me? Like, he got 16 fights, and he's fought as low as, I believe, 140. Get what I'm saying? All the way up from there to 60, man. And 16 fights is crazy, man. And this will be his second fight at 60. He's new at the weight class as well. He beat Troy Williamson in his last fight by UD. I thought he thoroughly outclassed Troy Williamson. He hurt him a couple times. Probably let him off the hook. I think if Jahi Tucker cleans up his technique and different things like that, I think he'll get more stoppages because he's very athletic. He throw punches all over the place. The dude is just fun to watch to me, right? Because he's just like, he get in there and he just want to mix it up. He want to fight. Shout out to my homie D1. Salutations, bro. Shout out to you, homie. Always supporting the grind, man. Appreciate you. And the Cash App, shout out to the homie D1.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Marcus, what it do, homie? Shout out to D1. Appreciate the love as always, bro. So yeah, man. Jahi Tucker has a very interesting career, and he's been matched up relatively tough too. Like he, you know, I ain't saying the guys that he's fighting are like world beaters, but he ain't been fighting no tomato cans, as they call it, just no walk in the parks, no pushovers. Fighting dudes with experience, with chins, gas tank, conditioning. You get what I'm saying? That be trying to win. But the youngin did pretty well. I mean, he got the one loss. It was a highly contested, close-ass loss. I didn't think he lost that fight. I thought he pulled it out. Then he had the draw on his record. You get what I'm saying? Just these little minor setbacks, but, you know, he's pulled himself together since then. You get me? Since the draw. And he's had, 1, 2, 3, 4 straight wins in a row. One of them being a TKO, and he got 3 UD. So, but I don't think this kid is lacking punching power at all. I think it was something close to along the lines of what Timothy Bradley was saying. Maybe the technique and fundamentals, things like that. You clean and polish those things up, and I think he'll get the knockouts because he's very creative with his offense. And like I said, he get in there and mix it up. Good uppercuts. He go to the body. It's a lot that he do. He got a bag offensively. If you ever just watch Jahi Tucker, you know, perform. And he's solid defensively too. I know he could be better there for sure. I know that's an area of concern. It's always a concern for young fighters as they continue to progress through their careers. You always want to make sure that the defense is on point. So definitely got things he can work on that he need to work on. But I think the same thing for Truck. And he's been tested early in his career too. And, you know, I don't think nobody would have seen him losing this early in his career. I think everybody thought, you know, for the most part, the guys that were watching Truck would think he'd still be undefeated at this point. But as you know, fate would have it, he's taking 2 losses too. So that's what makes this fight so intriguing. And not you know, Jahi only lost 1, but he had a draw. So that's 2 fights he didn't win, right? Same thing with Truck. He got 2 losses, 2 fights he didn't win. And, you know, 17 fights for Truck. You know what I mean? 16 fights for Jahi. Like, it's a really even matchup on paper. Truck got 9 KOs. Jahi got 6. Like I said, Jahi's been tested to me with some really stiff opposition early, man. And he's done pretty good, man. He's done pretty good. I know people be knocking him. They very critical of him because I think he's one of those guys that get away with doing certain things the wrong way because he's athletic and he's talented enough to do it. And I think that gets under certain people's skin. It irks them, right? They want to see him tighten up on technique and certain things. But I think he is who he is, bro. As long as he can continue to improve with the style that he has, he good, man. A lot of times we want it to look like what we want it to look like, right? But he is who he is, man. Entertaining dude. He like to scrap, got speed, punch with both hands, right? He got solid power, man. I don't think, feather-fisted guy and nothing like that. Just think, like I said, those knockouts don't come. That's probably like a technical flaw, fundamental flaw, something to that effect, man. It's not a lack of punching power. And another thing is the way he's moved up in the weight classes without really fully acclimating and settling in. Like, he's been moving, man. Like I said, this kid's fought as low as 140, I believe, coming in. So now he at middleweight, and this would be his second fight here at middleweight. We seen, if y'all caught his first fight, which was not too long ago when he just fought Troy Williamson. When was this? This was recent. Just fought Williamson. Yeah, this month, April 5th. April 5th. You know what I mean? So he beat Troy Williamson, a pretty experienced guy. He handled him and he hurt him. So you see the punching power is there. Now in his second fight, he going up against Truck, who ain't nothing to play with. And I think this would be the most, notable, like, out of the names, right? But notable don't always mean good, right? People know Truck. They know he come from, that Baltimore area, come out of there. He came up with Tank, Calvin Ford, but now he with Ronnie Shields. So that's an interesting dynamic. I never pictured that. I never envisioned that. Truck Simpson is going to be with Ronnie Shields. So this fight, man, this is something that, this is a risk for both of these dudes real early in their careers. I ain't going to say super early, but it's early enough, right? Where you get me? And it's at a point where both guys already suffered defeats. A draw for Jahi, a loss for him, and 2 losses for Truck. People didn't see that coming. 1 loss is one thing, but he done slipped up and lost again. So that's why I say, man, is this a bit of a crossroads fight a little bit early? It might be early to call it that, but this is one of those fights where it could make or break your career for real, because you don't want to lose. You get what I'm saying? Neither guy could afford, I think, a step back right now because I think they both respectively trying to build momentum and separate themselves from the pack. Now, Truck been up at the weight class. Jahi Tucker's just getting there. So I wonder, will Truck look to take advantage of that? You get what I'm saying? They had some back and forth going on Instagram and social media, man. So it's already some bad blood brewing. So these dudes don't like each other for sure. Said they were wrong. We were right. Eddie just said Tank fighting Jake Paul in November. Did he? He better not have said that. We're going to talk about it all. We're going to build for a little bit. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. We're going to keep building, man. Y'all know how we do. Just got to stop punching with his knuckles. Start slapping. Yeah, Hen Dog, what it do? Yeah. That's the same thing I said, Hen Dog. It's the technique. LetsBuild, the fax machine is in the building. What's good, my guy? How you feeling, bro? Yeah, you got some power, but I'm with Hen Dog. Same thing I said, technique. You know what I mean? Technical flaw, something like that. Because you seen him hurting his last guy. He was in front of, man. He was putting hands on that dude. I really like Jahi Tucker, and I'm telling you, like, I'm always looking at the bright side of things, right? We see what the flaws is and stuff, but fighters are flawed, all of them. He ain't shy about this shit. That, you get what I'm saying? He ain't shy about it. He gonna get in there and go. Like, he one of those people. He one of those type of fighters. If he make a mistake, he's the type of athlete. If he makes a mistake, he don't dwell on it. He continue to work, and that's what I like about him. That's what people don't talk about enough. I get it. You know, flaws gonna always concern you, especially if you're a guy that's, you know, expected to do well and you know, be on top of your game, man. Get me, the flaws are gonna always concern you, but it's another side to that. It's the way he handles and deals with the flaws that he do have at this current juncture, right? Like I said, he make a mistake. He's not the kind of guy that stays stuck on it and freeze up in the spot. He just continue to work. So the dude is very busy. He's always working, moving, doing something in there. And that's what I like about Jahi Tucker, man. He got that fighter spirit, that mentality that I'm gonna get in here. We gonna go. I'm gonna put hands on you. Get what I'm saying? So you gonna get hit in the process because he got one of those, like, he's offensive minded, but at the same token, if you really watch him, when he's being defensive minded, he do a really good job of getting his head out the way. You know what I'm saying? But he got to be more consistent in between transitioning from offense to defense or vice versa. You know what I mean? It's all about, he's a kind of fighter. He has all the talent and the skill is there. It's all about honing the talent and skill, polishing those rough edges up, and really putting it together all on the night, right? Having a complete performance, because you see flashes of really what he could be and how good he is. You see it already, but just got to keep working. And I believe he'll do that. Like his dad. His dad is a no-nonsense kind of guy, man. I like the energy in the corner, man. His pops be on him. You know what I'm saying? So you got somebody that is going to continue to push him and stay on his helmet. You know what I mean? Make sure he on his game. Yeah. Another DMV versus Baltimore. Yeah. Tucker from NYC. Too. AJ, what it do, homie? Crushed the legend, my guy. Cornelius, what it do? Shout out to Unc Dre, man. How you feeling, man? Yeah, we got, hit the like button for your bro. Sub to the channel. If your notifications ain't on by now, make sure they on. Come rock out with your boys. Support the grind. We gonna keep building, y'all. Damon, what it do, family? How you feeling? Can't wait for Truck to give Tucker a good Baltimore beatdown. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Roger, what's good with it? That card is stacking with tough fights. Funny how Mason got the easiest work. It's not even his fault. Yeah, it ain't. Thomas Hill, shout out to the homie. Big Dog Willie, CJ in the building. Yeah, man. So how y'all feeling about this? I love this. I love this for these two youngins, bro. I really do. Ah, man. I ain't even get my thing in there. I ain't even get to pull the picture up. But this fight is for this at the Prudential too. June 21st, man. Tucker versus Simpson. It's gonna be a good one, man. Like I said, both guys already tasted defeat. They know what it feel like to lose. I doubt if Truck know what it feel like more than once, right? Jahi Tucker know a thing or two about a close fight, a close decision. He ain't no fan of that shit, no way. So he gonna want to kick up and do his thing as well, man. Neither one of these dudes want to lose, and I know it. And I love the mentality. I love the back and forth. I love the confidence. I support both. I want to really see how difficult of a challenge, one could be for the other. You get what I'm saying? Truck is a dog, man. He a beast, but Jahi Tucker can be busy in spots where Truck, at times is a little economical with the punches. So you get what I'm saying? But he's a sharpshooter. He's accurate. So this is the kind of fight that I salute a million times over, man. When people take these kind of challenges, this is what you want to see. Jahi Tucker, 22 years old, bro. 22 years old, man. This dude already up at middleweight. It's impressive, man. The fact that Jahi Tucker is at middleweight is crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy. That man growing. Dub said top rank is 3. Sorry card in June. Keyshawn, Vito, and Billy headlining. Shout out to LWboxing, my God, man. Appreciate that. Those and Kevin Davis and Albright. Man, it's a good fight. It's another good fight. Some more good fights. As far as Albright, I mean, you see what Keyshawn was able to do. 8-2 at worst for me. I think Calvin has been improving. He's pretty long, tall. He's not the easiest to hit either. So he's patient, pretty disciplined in there. He's an improving fighter. I think it's a good fight for him. But Nair Albright ain't no slouch himself. He's pretty tricky. So it's all about the game plan. I do believe in Bomac and his ability to put game plans together, bro. He got his work cut out for him. I think that's a really good fight, bro, on paper. But Kelvin, I could see Kelvin edging the fight. because of the I believe the physical advantages that he might have, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look up the tape to really see the you know, where the advantages lie. But I believe he's taller and longer than Albright. And he's a guy that's, like I said, is improving behind a really mastermind of a coach. So he's gonna be disciplined in that regard. He's gonna know how to use the height and reach against a guy like Albright. Albright trying to get his name back in the mix. You know, we all seen the fight with him and Keyshawn and how that went. He gave Keyshawn a good scrap. So now you get to fight the oldest brother out of the bunch. Let's see what he's able to do against him. But I'm expecting to be a good fight, competitive for sure, because Albright, like I said, ain't no hoe, ain't nothing. Ain't no slouch. He can box. The kid can box. So I expect to see a boxing match. But let's see what happens, man. Kind of even matchup, though. Pretty even. And as far as Lucas Body and Schofield, hopefully now we can really see the you know, what Schofield been working on. I know he's trying to get his name back in good graces with the people. This is his opportunity to do it. You know, I'm not going to hold no one situation against him. Whatever happened with him and Shakur is over with now. Time to move on. Lucas Body is on the build for him. It's a good fight. But, you know, the thing about Lucas Body is, you know, solid fighter, but I think Schofield definitely got it unless he gets super careless or something like that. And I don't think he will. I think he'll win on points. I don't know if he'll stop Body, but I think he can win on point. He said part of me hopes Body sleeps Schofield. That's the stuff his pop's been doing, Roja. That's the stuff Pop's been doing. Pop's been pissing you off. That's all. Big shout out to the homie, man. Dante's Boxing Talk said supporting the grind, man. Much love for the big 20 piece in the Cash App, man. Much love to my dog, man. Always supporting the grind. Let me give him his just due. That's how we do.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to the homie Dante, man. Appreciate the love, homie. We're gonna keep going though. Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button for you, bro, man. But yeah, that's a good fight too. Lucas Body. Let's see if he's just lucky, right? Or is he it? Is he the goods? Schofield, you know, in his last fight, Rene Garon, he ended up getting knocked down. I do believe he was more fatigued or you know, than hurt. But nonetheless, it got counted. It was a knockdown. He missed the stool. It just wasn't his best performance. So he's dealing with that. Now he got some inactivity that he's dealing with because he never made it to the Shakur fight. You know, he had some type of sickness, something that his dad says, some type of poisoning or whatever. So that's the situation. He's coming off of all of that. But at the same token, a young guy like that, it should motivate him, right? I'm just not big on the way his dad chooses to go about promoting him. I think it's very distasteful. It's silly, and I think it's ineffective. I think it's counterproductive, and I think they need to go back to the drawing board and re-strategize the way his dad chooses to promote him. That's just my opinion. But as far as him being a fighter, with his dad being the main coach, I just don't know how much faith I got in that situation. But at the same token, he's a lot more athletic. He's faster than Lucas Body. Body ain't the fastest guy, but he got some good power. Obviously, we seen that with the Ashton Seal fight, right? The way he knocked him out. So he's won since then, but he hasn't looked overly impressive. And for that reason, like, I feel like that's a winnable fight for Kid Austin. The question for me is, you know, how clean can Kid Austin make it? Will we see improvements or will we see the same old? Because again, if he get in there and just fight how he be liking to fight, because he showed you he could stay disciplined to a degree. But again, what is he going to do the first time he get hit with a good shot? Is he just going to try to mix it up? Or the first time he land a good shot, is he going to abandon the game plan, stop boxing and just start fighting? That's my biggest questions for him. Can he maintain his composure and discipline throughout the course of a fight and put together the kind of performance that people could look at and be like, yo, this kid is more than just strong, you know what I mean, and young. Like, he really could fight. So that's what I want to see from him. Has he learned from anything from the last fight to this fight? You know what I'm saying? Can we see any improvements with the kid? So that's where I'm at. Emmanuel, what it do, homie? Next Gen was good. What he said, 2.5, baby, yes. Yeah, everybody. Mike Ryan, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Fly Frequency, what it do? Got Truck beating Tucker. Tank taking a knee versus Paul, you stupid. Jew Division, what it do, homie? So yeah, that's how I see them fight. Shout out to Roger, man. But far as this Tucker and Simpson, it's great for boxing, man. You got youngins, putting it on the line, especially Jahi Tucker. You can say what you want, man. People got to put some more respect on Jahi Tucker's name, man. I like this kid, bro. He with that shit, man. He get in there and go, man. Dude be on go. I ain't got all the inside ins and outs of these sparring stories and all this different stuff, bro. But man, Youngin be beating ass, man. You know what I'm saying Youngin be getting to it. Youngin be getting to the shit, bro. You get me? He be getting to it. And I like seeing it, bro. Youngin be on his, man. He be on top of his game. I just want to see if he's made any improvements, like I said, man. I mean, I want to see how he approaches this fight with Truck, because it ain't gonna be easy. Truck don't want to lose. I know he motivated. He posted a picture of them in sparring. I guess he dropped Jahi Tucker. Y'all smashed that like button. Let me get this picture already, but must did. So let me get this picture, man. Let me get this picture up. They've been going back and forth a little bit, man. The social medias, man. I like both fighters, man. Dudes is talented, man. But shit, Jahi Tucker, like I said, the surprising thing about his career to me is how he made it up to 160, bro. That dude is a middleweight. I did not see that happening, bro. He flew through the weight classes, man. 22 years old, he been about 3 weight classes already. 3-4 weight classes, bro. 3-4 weight classes, man. Youngin is a growing boy, but I like his athleticism, his unpredictability too at times. The way Tucker approach fights, right? Like he could be tricky, man. This could be interesting for Truck, because Tucker is a bit more, obviously a busy guy, man. He's definitely more busy than Truck. Truck just be looking for them perfect shots sometimes. So if he's too economical with his punch output, that could put him behind the 8 ball for sure. You know what I mean? That's just not something that he want. You get me? You want to be in the fight. You don't want to fall down behind in rounds because you're letting the guy clearly just outwork you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want a guy just outworking you. Man, where is this picture at, man? This was crazy. I'm like, man, they must have already sparred or something, man. I think Truck did an interview. I think it was with Mill City. And he ain't like the stuff Tucker was talking. I think Tucker told the folks that he was putting hands on them, but, Youngin showed the proof. Where is this picture at? I make sure y'all is hitting the like button for me, man. We gonna keep rocking, man. Where is this joint at? I got so much stuff. It's time to clean my phone out, y'all. Too much stuff in here. So yeah, I like this fight, man. I like it, man. Whoever lose, man, that's a major setback at this point, man, because they already got the losses and the draw between the two. So nobody could afford that right now. That kind of setback. You don't need that. That's the last thing you need right now is another loss. And that go for either guy. You know what I mean? Let me get these pictures up. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. It's a pick 'em fight, man. It's who gonna show up on that night. Cause like if we being honest, we seen Truck in fights where people expected him to win, but he didn't, right? So he might have underperformed, you could say, right? You could say he's underperformed before. So it's not just a given that either guy goes in there and win, right? Think Tucker got holes in his game. People feel like flaws that you just can't guarantee and give him no win either. And that's why I say, man, these guys are both in that stage where they're trying to really prove it and try to separate from the pack. Tucker on the other hand, he's trying to prove that he belongs at 160. You get what I'm saying? Because he just got there. So it's up for Truck to, be the boss in there and show him, man, they don't belong in the weight class. But he gonna, you know, Tucker is a stubborn dude, man. He like to fight. He like to mix it up. And he get in there and fight, man. That's one thing about him, you got. He ain't short on entertainment. He gonna let them hands go. He gonna fight. See right there, man. This was his picture he posted, man. He must have put Tucker down, man. Said, why you trying to back out the fight? Then you tell Top Rank, you effed me up. He showed that he dropped Tuck, man. Fate would it do on me. Got Tucker, he's been doing good recently. Truck, I don't know, man. Yeah, man, it's a toss up to me, respectfully, like, cause it's like I think it's talent on both sides. It's potential and promise on both sides. You know, I know both dudes is hungry. Ronnie Shields, the Ronnie Shields element is at play with Truck. He's over there training with Ronnie. You know, Ronnie ain't no slouch at all with his training, man. That dude, you know his shit. So just an interesting dynamic that he, you know, to have Ronnie Shields in the corner. I didn't see that for Truck, so it could be good for him. That's what I think. Ultimately, it'll be good for him. You wanna see it. You get what I'm saying? So it'll be tough. I like Tucker Pops too, though, man. I think he's a good trainer. I think he might be a little slept on, just a bit. He might be slept on just a bit, but I like it, man. I like the matchup, the battle of the minds, and I can see it being a situation where, you know, like I said, Tucker is still trying to acclimate to this weight class of 160. He just got there. He only had one fight. You get what I'm saying? Truck, he a lot more comfortable, or he should be, right? So, and you know, he be looking, he's efficient, he's accurate. He be looking for that perfect shot. We know Jahi Tucker got some holes he leave himself open and exposed sometimes when he be on the offensive. Is Truck gonna catch him with that shot, or is he gonna get outworked? I could see it being a situation like that. You get what I'm saying? That kind of fight. Because Tucker get busy, man. He definitely, like, you know what I mean? He let his hands go. I never see him be, you know, economical with his punches. He get in there and he be on go. And he don't know no other way. That kid like to fight. And he got a pretty good beard. You know what I mean? I've seen him take some really good shots before. So, but I wouldn't suggest letting, you know, Truck punch on you or nothing like that. I damn sure would recommend it. So it's a good fight. He's 22 years old too, man. That's what I like the most. Young and with the smoke, man. He said, get him some more bread. Whatever bread he was looking for, he must have got it. So I like it, man. Truck been quietly getting this situation together. Like I said, he went to Ronnie Shields. That's a smart move, man. Get with somebody that know better. So it's a good fight, man. Kate Austin versus Muay Thai. Kate Austin, man, I don't know what direction they go. His pops be saying too much, you know. Truck said, I hate the Amazon chain. Oh, man. Says his cornball want more than double the money he ever made, but he whipped my ass. On top of that, he went and talked about me. Barked up the wrong tree, my boy. I've been getting money. I'm fighting you for chump change. I'll get that shit back in sponsors. Damn. So I want to put hands on you for being cocky. Your promoter don't believe in you and you're worth the money. You don't sell no tickets and they don't want you no more, Playboy. Damn, okay? So him and Truck been going at it for a little bit, man. It's a great time to make a fight. I truly like how whoever, I don't know who initiated this, but whoever pulled the trigger on this one, bravo to him. Bravo, man. Bravo. Good to see the youngest get in there and mix it up. Bravo. I had a clip from Jahi, I guess.
Yo, why are you on the gram fronting like you dropped me in sparring? Like I didn't beat the shit out of you in sparring, nigga. Nigga, them niggas said they throw the fight, nigga. I told them niggas throw some more cheese, nigga. We getting money, nigga. I told them niggas throw some more cheese, nigga. I'll beat your ass on television, nigga. Live TV. Just throw some more cheese. Tell them niggas throw some more cheese.
I guess they threw Youngin some more cheese. Shout out to the homie down to his boxing talk. Appreciate you, bro. Bruce Gas, shout out to you, man. Shout out to KO. What's good with it, bro? Just want to announce that Killer Plant is definitely invited to the barbecue. I told you that, man. I told you that. Man, my voice keep going out. I told you that. Not even, he ain't just invited to the barbecue, KO. He invited to all the barbecues, the family functions, the weddings, bro, when the fellas go out and kick it, he invited to all of that. You get me? He invited to, you get me, the cookouts, birthday parties. You get me? Thanksgiving dinner. You get me? Caleb, pull up. You know what I mean? Ronnie got a lot of good pros in his camp. Truck size, 254 on 75. Yeah, more cheese. Yeah, you know. He said, Truck said, I hate the Amazon chain. But nah, I like this fight though. Two youngest, man, two young ones getting in there and mixing it up. I see this being really good because don't nobody want to lose in this fight. Neither guy need to take that step back again. You get me? You know you barely could take a loss, and they've already taken them. So I think both guys going to be motivated. Jahi Tucker, to me, been looking pretty solid to me lately. I like what I've been seeing offensively. He just get in there and go to work, bro. So Jahi Tucker, the kind of guy you want to stop him, you just going to have to beat him up. You know what I mean? You better beat him up. Usyk versus Dubois, undisputed. Is it? Yeah. Shout out to Dub 719. Shout out to Melanin Queen. How you feeling, sis? I was down when you checked Lamont. Usyk better cook Daniel, man. Yeah, man. Usyk, every fight for him is dangerous. That's a dangerous fight. Daniel Dubois building a lot of momentum right now, and Usyk is only getting older, but he's really a special dude. So that's a good fight. I won't be mad at it. He deserves his rematch. I swear he do. He deserves any fight that he wants. Real talk, Daniel Dubois. But yeah, man, I love this fight, yo, for these young dudes, bro. You got Baltimore versus Queens, New York, you know? Queens, New York in the house, you dig? Queens, New York. Oops. So Youngin got that cheese. He must have got that cheese he was asking about. Now we get to see a fight. That's what I like to see. And it's at the Prudential. Like I say, I think I might have to pull up to that one. The Prudential, I think I might have to see Truck versus Tucker, man. Lamont is the lead promoter for this card versus Jahi versus Truck. Yeah, Top Rank needed some dates before the ESPN deal runs out. That's dope. That's dope. Rather Parker get the shot. I'm mad at the fight, though. I feel you. Parker been getting that quiet money, too, putting together some wins because he was a guy that was almost written off, too. So, yeah, I mean, I'm with you. Either fight makes sense. They both good. I like them both. I do. I like both fights. But I mean, I'm kind of extra high on I don't even want to say extra high. I just love the comeback story for Daniel Dubois and how people wrote him off, almost wrote him off the way he got stopped by Usyk. I was like, bro, this dude just ain't it. He out here like he questionable. His heart questionable. He be getting stopped, and it just don't be looking good. But he bounced back, bro. He bounced back in a big way. Truck got stopped, right? That's what worries me. Let me see. Hold on. So Jahi Tucker is 14-1-1 with 6 KOs. Truck is, 15-2 with 9 KOs. I don't think he. Hold on. Let me see. Did he? Nah, he ain't get stopped. Nah. The first fight, Vladimir Hernandez that he lost back in 23, that was a majority decision. He turned around, got a stoppage. Then he fought Raiko Santana, and he lost a split decision there. So he lost a majority decision and a split decision. Since then, he got a knockout in the first round over somebody, now Jahi Tucker. So he ain't too far removed from a loss his damn self. So, look, this is a really good fight for these dudes, man. Him wanting to go in there right now, Jahi Tucker ain't no easy win, man. Dude could fight, man. He really could. Mark West was good with it. He ain't been stopped. He really won the second fight he lost. Yeah, they that one that got took. The first one he got outworked for sure. Vladimir, I think Vladimir Hernandez outworked him, right? But that second one, like you said, questionable for sure. But, you know, there it is. You know, he don't want to lose. He ain't trying to lose to Jahi. He posted the picture. Look, he said he put Jahi on his ass, man. Say he sent Jahi on his ass, G, you know, for talking crazy, B. Get me? But I like Tucker. Tucker ain't beat, man. He ain't beat. This is going to be an interesting fight. And I'm telling you, it's going to be one of two ways. It's either going to be the accuracy of Truck picking those shots, or it's going to be the work rate of Jahi Tucker. That's what I believe, and that athleticism. It's a busy guy, man. He do a lot. He's really busy to me in that ring, and not just punching, like he always moving or doing something. So this gonna be one of them ones, I believe. Yeah, I think the fight you talking about. Shout out to Bruce Gas, to OG. I think the fight you talking about, Fate, is the first one, Vladimir Hernandez, when he got outworked. Because it wasn't, and that's why I say the interesting thing with Truck, I don't feel like the losses on his record they didn't come from a lack of skill on his behalf, right? It's about performing, and he got the tools, he got the talent, but it's about putting the performances together, right? And really letting your hands go. I hate to say that, but you know, that one fight, that's just really what it was. It was simple as that. You know what I mean? You was just clearly getting outworked. You know what I'm saying? And you needed an adjustment, and you was unable to make it, and it led to you getting, you know, a close-ass majority decision loss. So, you know, the losses happen, man. I think it make you hungrier, man. He could be a better fighter. I mean, the losses could have made him better. Ghetto Fab, what up with it? Shout out to Ann McQueen. Tucker is too busy at times. Last fight, you heard the guy multiple times, kind of finish strong. Yeah, I think right there, I was talking about that earlier with the Troy Williamson fight. I think it was Ann McQueen, the last fight, which was his debut at 160. He did hurt his guy multiple times. I think it was like the technical errors, right? Fundamental things, and just putting it together, right? Like you said, being too busy at times. And I think he needed to trade in a bit of that activity for efficiency, right? Find a balance between the two, right? It's nothing wrong with being busy. That's one of the reasons why I like him. Like he gonna get to it, but he gotta find that balance between the two and trade in a bit of that, you know, just being busy for efficiency. And I think he good. Change up some of those technical errors, right? Fundamental things, tighten up on them. And he'll be so much better, right? He got so much. He's 22. This dude been in like 3-4 weight classes already at 22 years old. I love the Tucker story. A dude with lost in the draw. I love the story, bro. Because he pushing, bro. That most people don't. I think he's been tested pretty well while moving through these weight classes at the same token. So it's crazy to see. Because if you would have told me Jahi Tucker was going to be at 160 pounds at 22 years old in 2025, I'd have told you, yeah, right. You get what I'm saying? That's what makes this so impressive. Shout out to my sis, man. Appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for your boy. Big Dre, Big Drop Dre's in the building. How you feeling, bro? The voiceover king. Matched him up with that risky ass fight after he mentioned Xander. Yeah, you know, politics of boxing, I think, bit Jahi a little early too. He started talking that Xander stuff, pick your mans up, beat up Xander, man, started calling out Xander. That they was like, I don't like that. Gonna have to put a stop to that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that. Gonna have to put a stop to it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna have to drop a dime on y'all for not hitting that like button, man. Jahi has the athleticism, dexterity, etc. to be a really good boxer. Yeah, some laser focusing. Oh yeah. Lock in all the way. Lock in all the way. And that's what it is, because I think that's a fair and honest critique, because if you listen to the energy and some of the instructions from his dad in between the corners, that's what it is. Him telling him, yo, focus up, stop doing this, do that, right? It's just little things, right? And I think looking at his age, right, you could attribute some of that to age as well as experience, right? And he's a guy that has had a very interesting career, like I said, to be all the way up at 160 at 22 years old. When he started as low as, I believe it was like 140, 147 in that range. So you were way down there. Now you way up here. So it's crazy. It's crazy to see. You know what I mean? So that's what I think is going to be important for his development, man, is to be able to settle in a weight class and really acclimate and develop your skills and your talent there, right? Get used to getting hit by those big dudes, because I can't stress this enough, yo. I don't know if y'all know where I'm going. I did not. Who remembered Jahi Tucker pro debut? Like, who seen him being at 160 this early? This is crazy. And Truck sitting there right there waiting for this move. He waiting for it, man. He said, man, put that little extra cheese on it, man. I get in there and fight him. You know what I mean? Let me get that money. We got Baltimore, Maryland versus Queens, New York, man. Deer Park. You know? It's going to be one of them ones, man. So whoever take this loss is going to take a huge step back. Shout out to D, man. What's good with it, bro? Drop a dime on anybody not hitting that like button today, man. Dime them out, B. Dime them out. But another interesting dynamic, you know, you got Jahi with his pops in the corner. And I think they do a great job. I think his father pays attention to detail. I think if you listen to the instructions, I think he tells them the right things. It's just a matter of Jahi Tucker executing what he's being told in the corner. And like I said, I attribute some of that to just being youthful, a young guy, right? He's still learning and he getting better, he improving, right? You just got to give him some time. But I think one of the biggest challenges, I don't know if he see it that way, is, like I said, just going through that many weight classes like that so fast, where you just not settling in nowhere. You know what I mean? So hopefully 60 is where he going to be for a while, so we can see what he really going to look like there, you know? And this is a good a test as ever. This is a real fight. In his second fight at 60, he getting in there with Truck Simpson. I think that's you know what I mean? That's a risky fight for him. And the same for Truck. Truck already got 2 losses. The third loss, you know how they're going to start looking at you. You know it. They already trying to write him off now. And most the people that are trying to write Truck off, I don't even think they seen the fights where he lost, to be honest. I just think they heard. Might have seen highlights. I don't think they seen the fights because they wouldn't write him off like that. He didn't lose those fights because he lacked talent. You get what I'm saying? And skill. It wasn't that. It's about performing on the night. You could have all the talent and skill in the world, but if you don't perform, then you're susceptible to a loss just like anybody else. And he's a growing fighter, a young fighter in his own right too. So he still got things to learn. But I tell you what, I think he getting that Ronnie Shields schooling. I think that could be key for the development of his career moving forward. You know, he started out over there in the tank camp, you know, Calvin Ford. That was looking good over there. I don't know what initially happened there with the split, but nonetheless, now he over there with Ronnie. So it's not like it's a bad thing. It ain't never a bad thing being with no Ronnie Shields. So we're just going to see what kind of effect, you know, or impact, should I say, what kind of impact will him signing on board with Ronnie Shields do for him moving forward, right? He's confident as he's ever been. He feels confident that he's going to beat Jahi Tucker up. Jahi said he's going to massacre. You know what I'm saying? He said he's going to beat his ass. He said this ain't going to be a close fight. You get me? Jahi Tucker was talking his talk. Plug my mic back in. I ain't ran my mic in. Shout out to Behind the Hands TV. My dog was good with it, bro. Truck be sparring Castle Rockets. I seen it. And I already know that's top level work for sure. Jahi Tucker, one of the ones he'd get in there and mix it up too, though, man. I don't know exactly who he's sparring with, but I know that dude get active. I know him, and this was him and Truck sparring, and this is what Truck posted up. You get what I'm saying? Truck posted this up, and Jahi responded, you know. Told him, why you post this like you beating my ass? You did?
Yo, why are you on the gram fronting like... Why you on the ground fronting like you dropped me in sparring? Like I didn't beat the shit out of you in sparring, nigga. Nigga, them niggas said they throw the fight, nigga. I told them niggas throw some more cheese, nigga. We getting money, nigga. I told them niggas throw some more cheese, nigga. I'll beat your ass on television, nigga. Live TV. Just throw some more cheese. Tell them niggas throw some more cheese.
Mm-hmm. So there you got. So it went from that to June 21st. So we got to fight, y'all. We got a damn fight. Man. Throw some cheese, man. You know, I'll beat your ass on television. You know what I'm saying? That was at Ronnie's gym. I was there that day. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Shout out to my homie, man. I know you be a fly on the wall for some of these sessions, man. It was getting to a truck standing over to work like that, man. But I like Jahi. I always did, man. I was supposed to get him on here a while back, but he kind of slipped through the cracks. Shout out to Legacy, man. What's good with it? Throw some cheese for real. You get me? But I like the fact that he said that, and that's exactly what had to happen because now we got to fight. So whatever he was asking for it was met. He got it, and now we got us a good scrap for these youngins. Dang, what it do on me? Let me see. Truck is what, 25? Is he? Yep, Truck 25 and Jahi 22. So he's a young man. He really want that work, man. Like I said, he had an interesting career. I think he been matched up pretty tough, solidly. You know what I'm saying? I think he been matched up pretty solidly throughout his career. Shout out to my dog. That's what he said. That's what he said, bro. That's what he said. That's what Tucker said. Hold on, I think I can find it. We're gonna talk about it, man. Y'all smash the like button though. Be one of them special ones DMV talked about him since he was 14, 15 years old, right? Right. I think he's still you know, it is what it is. I just think in this age, like it's almost like we've been conditioned to think that nobody can lose, and when we see people lose, it's like, oh man, he lost. He ain't it no more. He lost already. He lost again. Yeah, he ain't it. Because that's what you started hearing. Like especially after the second loss, I started hearing people say, "See, Truck some shit, man. He ain't that good." I'm like, man, it's just more to it than that, man. Dudes be having a lot going on, man. This shit ain't easy, man. Making it to the top of that mountain in boxing. You get what I'm saying? It ain't easy. It ain't, man. It ain't easy.
From now. So when these niggas send the cheese, because I have a feeling they're gonna send the cheese, and if they don't, fuck it. But I have a feeling they're gonna send the cheese.
Why is your feeling? What? You on the hit list?
Bro, I feel like I'm always
on the bounty? You on the bounty?
Always be on the hit list, bro. Always. Feel me? It's what it is. You feel me? And it's honestly, it's just been like this my whole life. It's like this how life is for me, bro. So it's just gonna be one of those things. You feel me?
Damn. So y'all spar. It went. You know, you're saying that it went the way that it went. You know what I mean? Slaughter. And then he comes out his way and sends y'all an offer. You know, what was your thoughts off of that right away when you found out?
Like maybe they see something they can exploit. Feel me? Because he's been in the ring with me. I know he doesn't think he can beat me unless in going back and watching over the tapes or because his cameraman was obviously there. They could have been recording. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Niggas, they could just be studying and say, yo, I can find a way to beat you. I know how I'm going to beat you high. He's a fighter. He wouldn't take the fight if he didn't think he could. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Did he hurt you at all in the sparring?
Never. I don't even the nigga hit me. I don't even think the nigga hit me. He doesn't throw that many punches, bro. Remember, bro, I'm punching on you the whole round. He's not very active. You feel me? He gets tired, bro. He's gonna get gassed.
What did I just say about him being economical with the punches, right? I said that a bit economic. You noticed that you learned it and you seen it with the first loss. It was able to, like, Hernandez was able to exploit that. That was something that, ended up being an issue, right? If you're busy, you get what I'm saying? You obviously got to be a take a shot. Truck can box and punch, but get what I'm saying? He ain't no one punch guy, right? So he wasn't able to hurt Hernandez, and he paid for it. You get what I'm saying? And he got outworked.
Pretty active, you feel me? He gets tired, bro. He's gonna get gassed, bro. I'm not asking niggas this, you feel me? But like I said, bro, fights are different than sparring. So I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna go in there and act as if none of that shit even happened, bro. And I'm just gonna go in there and just dominate him like I'm just gonna go dominate him like I know I'm gonna dominate him, bro. You feel me? That's all.
Hey man, you on to something, Fate. I think you on to something, bro. I got you. I think you on to something.
I just know that. Listen, they wouldn't take the fight if they didn't think they could beat me, bro. So I want to see what niggas got in their arsenal. I want to see what niggas know. What do niggas know? Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face. That's what Mike Tyson said. And that's true.
Nah, I know, because once I got the call saying that, Jahi's ducking, I'm like, wait a minute, let me hit him up. Let me hit him up and see what's really going on here.
Jahi Tucker would never be a duck, nigga. I don't go fuck with nobody. Say I'll fight any of these niggas, and these niggas know that. If anybody feel any type of way, niggas to jump out the works right now. Just send a bag with it, nigga. Feel me? 100 bands, I'll whack the Pope, nigga. It don't even matter, nigga. Feel me? It's one of those. Like Jahi, I want y'all niggas to get this on footage. Jahi Tucker would never be a duck, bro. It just gotta make sense. That's all. I'll never be a duck. I'm trying to fight anybody, anytime, right now. Just send a bag with it, nigga. Feel me? 100 bands, I'll whack the Pope, nigga. It don't even matter, nigga. Feel me? It's one of those. Like, Jahi, I want y'all niggas to get this on footage. Jahi Tucker would never be a duck, bro. It just gotta make sense. That's all. I'll never be a duck. I'm down to fight anybody, anytime, anywhere for the right price.
You just need 100 bands at minimum.
No, 100 bands that's a reference. You feel me? Some fights I might need a mill. Feel me?
Nah, but a specific fight though, right here.
I didn't even ask for it. Put like this. I ain't gonna tell you the specifics. I didn't even ask for 100 bands. I don't say specific. I didn't ask for one.
Okay. And this would have been.
Well, there you go, man. Jahi is he on it, man. Young and talking that talk, man. I like his energy, but the thing is, it kind of matches the way he fight. Because when he get in there, he get in there to mix it up. He get in there to let his hands go. He go. He be on go. He one of them. So I do like seeing him fight. And the key with him is similar with any other fighter, right? Just continue to improve where he at, right? And just get better.
So lots of talks. You've been on Instagram also, talking
Shout
about
out to Mill City.
You sent an offer to Jahi Tucker.
Yes.
Talk to me. You guys had some sparring. You leaked up a picture of him on the ground. I talked to him as well, but yeah, talk to me. What was that? What was that? Why Jahi Tucker per se?
I never I think my skill was on one of the top levels. I'm trying, I was having a lot of outside life problems, so I'm trying to get back into the top 20, top 15, where I'm supposed to be. But after a spawn, rumored to say he went back and said, he was kicking my ass and the guys at Ronnie Shields. He got better on spawn numbers, and that's just not true. Not true at all. So when the opportunity and me and Tyrone got to work and they wanted me to fight on this date, they said, what you think about Jahi? I said, go ahead. He was already in the air because he already spoke on me. He already said something about me, so it was already there. I'm like, okay, go ahead, get him. The guy just, bro, in other ways, the oldest trick in the game to duck somebody is to outprice yourself. That's everybody know that. If you don't want to fight somebody, just say something crazy. And that's what he did. The guy, he said something about me. I never had no interactions with this kid other than us spawn. I never had no problem with him. I never had nothing with him. But when he said that, cool, let's fight that. Because you went out your way speaking about me.
Right. And when I heard that, I was like, yeah, truck. I'm like,
yeah, a lot of people saying it because they don't hear me talk. But he went out his way to speak about me. Okay, so you want to see? Come on, now I'm focused. I'm ready. I'm gonna really get ready. Let's see that. Since you speaking about me.
Yeah.
Then he just said something. He just said a crazy number that he never made. Over double what he making. So if you beat me so bad, why are you trying to get over double what you making? You're not getting in the ring at all. Come on, bro. You don't even make sense.
Yeah, and it's for a co-main event spot as well.
A co-main event spot. And he talking about tell them give me the bread, tell them give me the bread. You don't even I went through my fair share of bad business. You don't even know business because you the one that's locked in with them. I'm not. But you're not worth the money though. People don't have no problem paying certain people money. When you're not worth the money, why are you asking for certain?
That was truck response right there, pretty much to Jahi. So the good thing about all of this is, we got to fight. So, this wasn't for nothing, right? All of this back and forth didn't go in vain, man. I want to see it, man. I've been a advocate of Jahi Tucker since he started, man. He right there in the thick of it, right in the mix, and I just like the energy, the attitude, the no duck, no smoke kind of energy, right? Being willing to take a challenge like this, right? A risky fight. Dude, 22 years old. Truck still young at 25, but both dudes tasted defeat. You see how close that loss was with Jahi. Some say he didn't lose. I've seen that. I thought he edged it. They gave it to Buddy. He ended up with a draw. Since then, he bounced back, and now he done had about 4 straight wins. You get me? So now Truck is on the plate. This would be his second fight, I believe, at 60. And we're gonna see, man. It's a good one, man. This is a good one, man. Shout out to Shaw News. What's good with a co-main event? That's why you got to get paid. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, I'm glad them youngins getting paid because we get to see a fight. And I think that's the most important thing is the fight, man. Being able to see this fight. There's a lot of other directions I know they could have went, but you see the Truck said they asked him about Jahi. He said, bring him. They both got the right energy. And let's see what happens on fight night. June 21st at the Prudential. Like I said, I might have to pull up to that one, man. That might be a must-see joint right there. Must-see TV. Got to see him fight again, see what happens. Man, who that Truck? Truck he bounced back since his loss. Our loss is. But he had one fight since his last loss. So, you know what I mean? And that was only one round. So he knocked somebody out in one round. The fight right before that, he ended up losing a split decision. So, and he should have got the nod. That overtime joint, that loss probably hurt. So we'll see, man. Now he in another risky fight, man, where you can't lose. So let's see who the hungrier man. The hungrier man will win that night. That's what I think. I really do. I think the hungrier man wins that night out of these two. I think when you look at skill sets, you see the styles, they're different, but I don't think nobody is like head and shoulders above the other guy, nothing like that. I mean, I think on paper, pretty even fight. Good matchup, man. I just didn't expect it. So I'm glad we got something like this coming. Well, let's keep rolling, man. This is Conor Benn and Chris Eubank fight week. I don't know, man. I'm entertained by they back and forth. I truly want to see this fight. I want because you got some people out there that feel like Conor Benn really gonna stop Eubank. I'm not so sure about that. I think Chris Eubank definitely more battle tested. He's older for sure, but I don't think he's an old man by any stretch, right? He seemed like he take pretty good care of his body. We seen him lose before. He know what it felt like to lose, but he's been, like I say, he's been tested far more than I think Conor Benn has. And I think when it's all said and done, I think he can take. I don't know if Conor Benn could withstand just getting punched on. You get what I'm saying? Chris Eubank been in some interesting fights, man, where he got touched up. You get what I'm saying? And he's, like I said, just far more battle tested. Conor Benn, I wonder how emotional he gonna be in this fight, because I don't give a damn what you say. For the most part, he be amped up, and that you got to think what they're expecting to be able to do in this fight. They're expecting to be able to go out there and just blow him out the water or just like mow him down. I don't think that's going to work like that. I think that could backfire. Now, of course, I think the biggest question for Chris Eubank is how is he going to feel on fight night? How is he going to rehydrate, right? I think that's the biggest challenge outside of Conor Benn, right, is that weight situation. But if he's good to go, man, I see this being an interesting fight, and I could see him beating a Conor Benn. That young boy energy, man, that shit not going to work for everybody. Like I said, Chris Eubank tested. I think he's just a more mature fighter at this point, too. So although he's older, I don't think he's old per se, right? But he's the older guy. But older in this case could mean good, more experience, like I said, and just, better opposition. He just fought better people. You know what I mean? Tougher opposition for sure. And Conor Benn moving up in uncharted territory. He was a career 47-pounder. Now you're going up there messing with Chris Eubank. Since the egg situation, like I said, he obviously still got power, but he don't look as explosive as he did before that situation. Now I don't know if it's because of the eggs alone, or we just, I don't know, looking into it too much. But I've seen the fights, and I just don't see the same explosive guy. And because of that, fights are longer. They're gonna go the distance. You're gonna go more rounds, and you're more susceptible to getting outboxed and beat up. I seen your gas tank get tested. I seen people take your best shot. These guys wasn't taking your best shot before this point. You get what I'm saying? They wasn't taking your best shot. So the fact that they are now, and it's after the egg situation, it's a funny look. So, you know, I know he campaigned for a while about this fight and not caring what weight it was at, and you know, we found out that wasn't true. So I don't know. He got his work cut out for him. I just don't think this fight gonna be easy for him. Now, I don't know what he truly think about Chris Eubank, but he sound like he think it's gonna be just somebody that he can just walk through. And I think that's gonna be the problem. Now, of course, you're supposed to think that way, but I don't know. You got to be more realistic too, man. That dude is experienced and he can fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's nobody that you can just blow through now. We'll see. If I'm wrong, then I will find out this weekend. But that fight is on the way. Seen, unseen. What it do, homie? Eubank said, weight killing. Yeah. He was speaking about it. He spoke about the weight situation. Said it's tough, but, you know, it is what it is. He got paid, so he got to go do a job. They have these dudes taking a lie detector tests and everything, man.
I have a 31-year-old brother. He's buried in the desert in Dubai. That's pain. You know, I have his son, Raheem, 3 years old. You know, he asks, why can't I see my daddy? Why doesn't he take me to school? That's pain. My own father, a man I idolized for my entire life, and he doesn't speak to me. We haven't spoken for years, and he thinks I'm a disgrace. You know, these things are what pain is to me. And if I can deal with all of these trials and tribulations.
And Chris Eubank is a funny guy, but he was being serious right there. He spoke about having a brother buried in the desert. Damn, I ain't know all that. But look, aside from the outside stuff, I think this fight is set to be a good one. It's gonna be interesting. Conor Benn is a stubborn ass fighter, man. He ain't gonna want to go quietly. He gonna put up a fight for sure. And I think it's competitive on paper. I think it'll play out competitive, but I really do think Chris Eubank used the experience, man, and just being a more complete fighter. I don't know. Conor Benn just come forward and try to be super aggressive, man. He might run into something. I could see it happening. I could see it. Something he did move up. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So he moving closer, well, should I say further away from the natural weight. And I guess as a result, if it's not the eggs, then it's definitely him moving into the weight classes where he truly not, I guess, a 54-pounder. What is this? Fight at a catch weight or something, ain't it? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see that same explosiveness, right? And that's an element that has to be present for him, I think, to win the way he wants to have the kind of effect he wants to have, because that's what he banking on. Like you notice, like, this is not like he not thinking, oh, I'm coming out here and I'm just outbox this dude. He think he going out there to rip his head off, knock his head off. So he expecting his punching power to really, you know, be a factor. The way he talking, the way he approaching the fight, right? He just think it's, you know, I'm going to just go in there and dog him out. And I just don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. I don't see him doing that. At 154, Ben couldn't crack an egg. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was punching, but he obviously still looks strong. But the effect is not the same. He don't look like he knocking heads off. He don't look like it ain't like Chris Algieri. Remember he knocked out Chris Algieri, man. Chris Algieri's foot was like turned in the corner, locked up. He did him bad. I remember Chris Algieri saying he thought something was a little fishy back then. So I just don't know, man. I don't know. He said he couldn't crack it. Man, that's because he ain't got none. He ain't had none. He ain't had none behind him. He ain't had no eggs, man. But like you know what? His power, the situation with him and his punching power or lack thereof, or whatever you want to call it, is reminiscent of Tio. Like Tio moving from 35 to 40, still obviously looks stronger and he looked like he could punch. I don't think he no feather fisted dude, but he's just not having that same impact with his punching power that he did at the weight class where he started at. And that's what I see for Benn. Very similar to the situation with Teofimo, right? Definitely don't think these dudes can't punch at all, but that knockout guy that he was billed at 47 is you can't say that at the higher weight. You get what I'm saying? And I think that might be the problem right there. So, and I seen him get a big gassed in the fight. That could be another problem. So he fights with so much energy and, you know, he just aggression that you can't keep up with that. You can't. And I think he gonna be wanting to prove something against Chris Eubank. I think he gonna be eager now. If he catch him cold or something like that and stop him, then it is what it is. But I'm telling you, I think the longer the fight goes, the more it favors Chris Eubank. I do. I think Conor Benn best shot is to try to get him early. I really do. I think the longer it goes, I don't know. I see trouble for him. I think Chris will outbox him. I think he'll outbox him. I don't know if we'll see a knockout, but it could happen. I tell you that, especially late. I think we get to them later rounds, man, and Conor Benn is slowed down like I seen him in a couple fights, bro. He might be in some trouble. Chris Eubank being pretty damn good shape, bro. So it's all about rehydrating on the night and being you know, as close to 100% as possible. Teach was good with rooting for Benn. I come to go back to 47 undefeated. Hopefully we get some good fights, like with Boots, etc. Yeah, man, it's just I wondered could that ever happen with Boots being around Eddie though, because it just seemed like that. Like even when he talked about going back down, he mentioned one of the first names he mentioned is Mario Barrios. I think they throw Boots in there just for like an honorable mention type deal, right? I think that's what it is. Like an honorable mention kind of situation. Guess Eddie wants to get Benn a belt. This fight with Eubank is like a roadblock to me. Care about their father rivalry. I mean, I get it, but I think it could be a fight all by itself. I mean, the fathers having a rivalry was one thing, but I think them dudes just they disdain for one another. It's like it gotta happen and just move on from there. So hopefully the first one is good enough where it don't need to be a second one and nothing like that. You could just move on. Calling Bruce hype right now is nasty, but people crazy, man. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, Eddie seemed high on this fight. He seemed like he liked it. Now we know how Chris Eubank Sr. feel about it. He don't give a damn about it, but Nigel Benn is on board with it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I just would like to know, especially if Chris Eubank win and Conor Benn lose, where did he go from here? Do he just go back down to 147 like it's all good? Telling you, gonna go back down to 147 and get cooked. That's what's gonna happen. His ass gonna go back down to 147 and get cooked. That's what'll happen. Reef was good. He said Mario Barrios came out swinging his next fight. The other champs and contenders looking at him like he green. Yeah, they know he the weak link. At least that's what the consensus is. That's what these people feel. Gotta happen because there's no bigger money fight for either guy. Yeah, I mean, I think so. That's what Eddie is focusing on. That's what he talks about. That money, the money that they can make. You know, you get me. But that's the selling point. So he kind of disregarding I don't think they looking past this fight, if you get what I'm saying. Both guys. I mean, for Chris Eubank, it is what it is, but Conor Benn more so. He younger. You don't put yourself in some uncharted waters by going up unnecessarily. I'm telling you, you playing around, you don't look like the same dude. You take a loss and try to go back down to 147 playing, man, you're going to get slapped or something, bro. Shout out to my baby girl. Tim was good with it, homie. Baby girl in the building. Okay, so Barrows got killed by the hype job. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This is a real risky fight for him, bro. It is. It's a risky fight, and he fueled by anger and aggression and all of that shit. Like he don't fight poised and under control. Like he's a bit wild, and I think he was like that early in his career. Conor Benn was a pretty wild dude, and I think we could see some of that shit in this fight because of the emotions at stake, bro. I'll be impressed if he come out and fight a completely disciplined fight without getting a little excited. I'll be impressed. I'll be impressed. The way he talk alone just make you think he feels as though Chris Eubank is some poopa that he can just walk through. And if he feels that way, I think he could be running. I think he could make a mistake, bro. And Barrios, to me, though, I think he needed a better performance for him to not look like so much of a weak link at 47. His face got broken up really bad against Abel Ramos. That shit looked horrible. His face looked horrible. I think it's the worst I've seen him look. I think his face was worse against Abel Ramos than it was with what's his name? With Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman rearranged his nose, man. But Abel Ramos had his jaw looking crazy. His eye was shut. He looked crazy. He looked bad. Then got to be the Walmart brand Cal Brook come back down. Yeah, Barrows is like the ranch 47. The champion is just better right now. Yeah, I think so too. Gave Ramos like 4 rounds. Nah, I don't think Ramos won or nothing like that. But I just think he allowed that back half of the fight to get way too close, to be way too competitive. He took a lot of damage. Like, I don't know if you remember his face, Teach. I did a video, and I had some pictures recently of his face. So I just seen it more recently, and it was even worse than I remember. His face was really bad. His jaw was all swollen. Eye was all, you know what I mean? Barrios' face started breaking up, man. He looked crazy. But yeah, man, he just looking like the guy that, I don't think he would be the favorite against any of the champions for me. Said Barrios bruises and swells every Yeah, I'm telling you, he do. Barrios is looking like it's before the minute drill. I'm telling you, his jaw was swollen. He was looking out of pocket, y'all. It didn't look good. He looked really bad. It looked really bad, man. It looked really bad. It looked bad for him, man. It looked bad. Barrows got 2 defenses. Yeah, he got some. We got some defenses in. That last one was tough, man. That shit didn't work out for him at all. Bro was getting his ass hammered, man. Bro was getting his ass hammered. It just wasn't a good look. Wasn't a good look. And I feel like, he's just getting older. He's an aging champion at this point. That's what it's starting to look like. Barrios is reaching that territory where it's starting to look like the older guy with a belt. And he might be easy pickings for them other, because I don't think he'll stand up to them Brian Norman shots. I think Brian Norman will stop him. I think Boots will punish him. I really do. He said Barrows was on Netflix, like his beating from his child uncle was live. That's crazy, man. He turned that boy to the Avatar. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Barrows got into a verbal argument and broke his nose. Did he? Barrows out breaking noses. Naeem the Dream. What's good, fam? Abel Ramos can punch, man. Yeah, it was a trap. It was tough. I said it, though. I said Abel Ramos is tough because people look at the losses and they kind of just write him off. I'm like, nah, that's one of them vets that hang around and he can make a fight tough. And that's exactly what happened with Barrios. But it got But the way Barrios started, I'm like, all right, he got this. And no, he didn't have it. When he had it, it started getting rough down the stretch, man. He started getting tattooed, bro. I was like, shit. Face started breaking up. I'm like, man. He definitely like he got stung by bees, man. His jaw was on swole. Bro, jaw was on swole. Barrios hot and jazz off. So he talked about champion. Yeah, he said he's at least talked about. Yeah, he kind of quiet, man. He too quiet over there. He too quiet. Naeem the Dream was good. What he said, they had to pay these NYC streets soon. The king of NYC 154. Shout out to Naeem. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. In the argument, yeah, I'm telling you, Shannon Sharp sponsored Blue Chew. Get me ready to chill. You a fool, bro. You a fool, man. Yeah, Barrios got coming about the woodworks to play. Big Supreme, what's good? What's good, family? My bad, y'all. I was super late today, man. Almost ain't make it. Baby mama drama is all it is. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, we can see him in some type of fight, unification or something. But I'm pretty sure he want to take a break after that ass whooping because he get taxed in that last fight. What up, Supreme? What's good with it, bro? Who else but disregard the KO ratio, right? Damn near 80%. Yeah, Ramos could punch. And he's foughting good guys. He's foughting good people. Everybody just don't have that easy road, man. And Ramos is one of them guys like them road warriors, man. He gonna be there. And if you don't dust them off, man, you let them hang around, it could get sticky for you. Ready to talk real big time boxing this summer. Gotta keep it tight though. Yeah, teach June 21st, bro. June 21st, Truck and Jahi fight at the Prudential. June 21st. I'm ready for it though. I'm ready. I want to see it. He's a Truck about to take another. That's an interesting fight. That's why I say Jahi is pretty busy, but Truck is accurate, economical with the punch output. Try to be a bit of a sharpshooter, pick the right shots. It's either going to be him landing the right shots or Jahi Tucker outworking him. That's how I see it. Still see it being competitive, though, for sure. Samuel, what it do, homie? The Truck probably stops him. Truck thinks so. Truck damn sure thinks so. Jahi better than Truck. Yeah, man. I like them both, bro. I like them both. But real quick, before we move on, I want to see who y'all got. So who y'all got? Anybody picking Conor Benn this weekend? Anybody picking Conor Benn in here this weekend to beat Chris Eubank? Let your boy know some. Eubank take Lil Bank. I think I'm going with Eubank, bro. I think I'm going with Eubank. Jahi and Truck, I'm still on the fence yet. I don't know just yet. I feel like I want to go watch some more footage from both guys before I even say something. But I like them both. Like I said, man, two guys that's been tested. They taken, a loss and a draw for Jahi, 2 L's for Truck. You know what I mean? He's been on the wrong side of a bad decision as well. So, like I said, he hungry, man. He got to be. Outwork, drops. Yeah, if he outwork, he might get outworked. You said, I am the fix is in. Oh, you say Ben, you picking Ben, Conor? Ben been gassing late. Eubank late stoppage. That's what I was thinking, Big Supreme. Possible late stoppage for Eubank. If not, it'll win on points. I got Eubank on points or possible late stoppage. You got Ben Hurd. They stopped William Skull at the 68 in sparring. Yeah, I did hear something about him stopping William Skull. That just let us know that he food for Canelo, though. That's all. Does Eubank and Ben have hydrate? Yeah, it do. Yeah, it do, KO. Yeah, it do. From what I hear. From what I understand, yeah, it got a rehydration. Anyone get stopped, it's Truck. John Tucker got a beard on him, too, though, y'all. I seen him take some good shots, bro. And he get in there and mix it up. That's what I like about him, man. He'll get to it. He'll get in there and get to it. Boy, what it do, homie? What's good with it? I don't see the stoppage, though. Nah, I can see them going the distance. So Eubank all the way to 157. Have a hydration. Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. I think it do.
Jr. and Conor Benn on Saturday, April 26, 2025, at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, does have a rehydration clause. Here are the details. Weight limit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it do. He went on that campaign for a while talking about he don't care what the weight is. He'll fight him at whatever weight and blah, blah, blah. And then, boop. But I know at the end of the day, fighters going to speak like fighters. They got teams that I know help them make decisions. And it would probably be stupid for them not to put that in there if they could, right? But nah, he was talking too heavy. Then they still put one in there. So that let me know you had to be worried about something. If you ain't worried about it, your team worried about it. So hold on, I could pull it back. I think, what is it? 157 it is. Some shit like that. Yep. Struck by late stoppage in a great fight. Eubank's late stoppage. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I think Eubank got this shot. I think Eubank got it. Eubanking with Bowback no more even. Shout out to my dog. Nope. He might be all right, though, man, because Conor, I don't know. They did spar, too. Conor Benn was trying to rush him, fool. He was trying to rush him. He was trying to rush him, man. I think he could win, bro. I just don't know about Conor Benn above 47 right now. Still some questions. And I already know what his game plan is, to go in there and just, try to knock his guy out. That shit might backfire. Eubank, experienced dude. But like I said, I think Conor Benn best chance is to go in there and try to catch him early. Because as the fight goes, his gas tank gonna get tested. He slows down. I've seen it in multiple fights. And his defense start to unravel. He becomes more hittable. His punches are easier to see. And then, like I said, his power kind of falls by the wayside. And you can pretty much guarantee that he ain't gonna get too many knockouts. Once the fight go past a certain amount of rounds, he don't get no late stoppages. If you look at Conor Benn, stoppages come early. He don't get late stoppages. So, yeah, you want Conor to step on him? I don't know. I like Chris Eubank. I don't dislike Conor Benn though. I like both guys, but I think Chris Eubank might could get him. But a part of me do feel like Conor could pull it off. I really do. So it's a toss up. But again, it's just not. I don't know. I wonder how he gonna look come fight night. Over yielding, overflowing. Conor Benn looks suspect versus Pete Dodson. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's kind of been beat Leonard Smith. Yeah, I think so. I think he does. I think the first loss for Chris Eubank, I think that was just getting caught cold. But the second fight was a better representation of what should have happened. You don't like Ryan? I don't make you biased though. Not like a Ryan, bro. I don't make you biased, G. I don't make you biased, but try hit that like button, man. We're gonna keep rolling. So as y'all already seen, I know y'all probably seen this, but just a little quick update, or not even an update, but something like an update. Y'all already heard about this Tank and Roach being postponed. And it is what it is. If it is, I mean, as long as I think they make the fight, that's the only thing that matters, because I think that's what everybody is waiting for. They waiting for an announcement on this fight. The June 21st date was thrown out there, and I think scrap. I kind of hate that, about boxing. I think they should have learned from the first time around, throw the dates out there prematurely, and then they don't come to fruition. But, there's some talks of this fight happening. And what did it say? July or August? Is it June or August? Hold on. Let me get it. Let me get to it. Update Tank versus Roach heading to later July/August, possibly, man. So this is something that's been swirling around. And like I said, I don't make too much out of it. I think for me, whenever a fight get postponed or pushed back, it could be a number of different things, right? Which I really don't have the answers to it, but it could be, all it could mean is just more preparation for either guy, right? More preparation could be a good thing. You know what I mean? Lock in. They completely focus. They professionals at the end of the day. A few months difference should make the world a difference with them. They're not some old men or something like that. So as long as they fight, I think that's the most important thing. You know, hope is July. Yeah, I think August is wild. I ain't gonna lie. The August one is a bit wild. July, I ain't tripping off July either. Because June, July, I ain't tripping. But August is a stretch. August is a stretch. And I feel like if it gets that late, then I start feeling like it's a chance something else could happen in between. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, August is a bit of a stretch. July ain't bad. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping off the June date. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping off the June date. And then you gotta think if he Tank cleaning up anything on his side or making any, other changes and preparations, then there's possibly the reason that it's been postponed. Postponement, Tank, bro. Yeah, I hate it. One thing over here though, I hate them narratives, bro, and I don't never push them. I'm not a fan of it. I don't think none of that stuff. I just feel like so obviously this, he had a close fight, he made some changes. It could be he getting some things straightened on his side. And the reason why I'm leaning toward his side and possibly getting some shit in order, because you hear Team Roach been speaking. That's the only thing I don't like about this whole situation. I do wish that I've never seen this. This is odd, right? Like you have a fight and nobody does no interviews, nobody talks, the fighter don't talk. That's the only thing I don't like. I wish he would have did. And I ain't saying go on a damn mixtape tour, right? But dude, go wherever you feel, go somewhere and do an interview, speak on it, right? Coaches and stuff like that. It was very just odd. And I think the only side you able to hear from is Team Roach. So, they talking, they ready to go. You know what I mean? So good thing for them, they're not the ones that's putting out any of that weird stuff. They just they ready to go. That's pretty much, they pretty consistent on that. They just wait for, announcement or the word, and they that's what they on. So yeah, I just hate all that stuff, man. I hate that stuff. For one, Tank is not responsible for Roach getting paid, man. I never understood why people connect what a fighter is being paid. Like in this case, like the B-side fighter is getting paid, and they say, well, it's because of this guy. Where Tank don't pay Roach. You get what I'm saying? Tank ain't paying Roach. So I don't understand why people say that. You know what I mean? I don't think he being lowballed. I just think they crossing some T's and dotting some I's possibly. You know what I'm saying? Some changes was made in the last fight. You got to think some corrections need to be made at the bare minimum. So I'm not totally surprised by, them saying it's a postponement, especially if you figuring out who you gonna go train with this trip and all that stuff again. So if that's what's going on, it made perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? But as long as the fight happens, I think, it's all good. But August is way too long. Yeah, nah, I don't think we surprised. I don't think nobody's surprised, but it's just, I think what it is like we fresh off of a postponement or a date being thrown out there and it had to get pushed back. And now you turn around and, the same thing here again. You get me? So you start to see patterns and it just don't look good. It's not a good look where you just keep throwing out dates. Now you got consistency where dates is going out and they're not happening. So, and everybody's damn, in a rush to get the news, Right up to me is really postponed if they ever announced it in the first place. Yeah, I ain't never heard no. Yeah, that's true. That's real. Nah, that make a great point. No. Because I never got no official announcement. I just heard the speculation in June. And you know what's funny? Shortly after I heard about the June date, I also was hearing that it's possibly not going to happen in that date. And now you see it, and it's like, all right. So yeah, that's a good question. That's a good point. That's a good point. Without no official announcement, how could it be postponed? You get me? So yeah. But I don't think it's a big deal. Like, it's just something to talk about for me. It's boxing, right? That's why I'm just rolling through it, man. I ain't gonna be here too much longer. We're gonna rock out a bit more though, man. I gotta finish giving my thoughts on it. Take enough time to figure stuff out. Right. That's what I'm saying. They don't need only reason I say the quick turnaround probably wasn't the best. Like, short term, it looked like the right thing to do. Turn right back around. Yeah, rematch him. Go get your lick back. Go right your wrong and all of that stuff. I get it. But I think with with us seeing like the lead up to it and just like all the changes, the energy, the difference in things, like it clearly was some changes being made and some stuff that's just not in the order that it typically is in. So you would think he needs some time to get some stuff in order, right? So I ain't tripping on it, you know what I mean? But as long as you get the people to fight, you know what I mean? Because remember, one of the first things he says, he was pushing for the rematch. Good thing is he ain't going to have to push for something that the other guy wants too. So they just get to go out there and do it again. You know what I mean? That's the most important thing. But I could imagine, you know, somebody that had that many voices in his ear at one time, like that shit needs to be cleaned up. I don't care. I said this before and I'm going to keep saying it. Think Tank could be successful with either of them coaches, but I don't think he'll ever be in a situation where he needs that many voices at one time. That's just my honest opinion. I don't think he needs that. To me, in the situation, I don't know the odds and ends, but as far as I'm speaking for the inside the ring performances, that situation looked very solid. It didn't look broke. It didn't need no fixing, in my humble opinion. But you don't know the odds, you know, the odds and ends of what be going on. So sometimes change is necessary. Sometimes it's inevitable. In this case, we don't know, but we know something has changed. And I'm hearing Kevin Cunningham possibly. But like I said, I think people are putting too much into who trains them. I don't think that matters that much. I think he's a good enough talent where, like, as long as he has chemistry with that individual, he can go out there and be successful and win a fight. But I think with the things that he probably possibly been dealing with, any slight possible distractions, anything like that, you know what I mean? Take your eye off the ball for a minute, anything. So, you know what I mean? That's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing a guy adjust to the changes he decided to make. And from what I'm hearing, he could be making another change. So we'll see. But hopefully he ain't in a situation where it's three voices in his ear at once. I don't think he need that. Like I say, he's been successful with a number of different coaches, so I don't see that really being the issue. You get what I'm saying? I think it's about just crossing T's, dotting I's, man, making adjustments at this point. You at this level for a reason, and I think the rematch could you know, demonstrate that. We'll figure that out. We'll find that out for sure. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's better. Driving you to look at versus Tank. I mean, yeah, look. Taking this fight is more like a prideful thing, you know. The fact that the fight was close and that competitive, you give him a rematch. Like, it ain't like he took a loss. I mean, some people felt like he did. It's whatever, but I just think whenever you get a fight that is that good, that amount of controversy, a rematch is justified. It makes perfect sense. Nobody won because I seriously doubted a rematch resulting in another draw. I don't see that, so. I mean, somebody gonna win. Somebody gonna have the edge, and that's the intriguing part about this fight. Somebody gonna make the adjustments. Somebody gonna do better than they did the first time. It's just a matter of who that's gonna be. But we get to see it again, hopefully. So, like they saying that July-August situation, man. I ain't tripping. We can't control it anyway, but at least it's coming. At least they ain't talking about nobody else in between, right? So, Lamont Roach did make a joke and say he was going to 140, but he was just joking. Posted a picture talking about 140. I know he was just joking. I mean, so he ain't trying to skip that opportunity. He want the rematch as well. His father felt like something was stolen from them. So in the rematch, they get an opportunity to do it over again. And let me play this while we talk about this, because one of the coaches, shout out to YSM, one of the coaches did an interview. And he spoke about it. Let me let y'all hear what he had to say. Hit that like button, y'all, if y'all have.
All right, Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with Big Tim. Hey, first and foremost, you called it. You said exactly what the fight would be. It would be extremely competitive. People would be surprised. Just looking back at the fight now, what is your thoughts on what happened in New York?
Well, I mean, New York, the whole world got to see what New York did. I mean, the world saw that, Lamont is, the WBA 135-pound champion. And we were so proud of him. The whole world got to see what I told them day one, saying that Lamont was going to bring it home. Draw, it wasn't a draw. It's a win. In my heart, it's a win. And the whole world know it was a win. And if they run it back, it's going to be a winning game.
You know, I know fights are different every time. You know, it could be one way this way and be completely opposite. What do you think will stay the same and what do you think will be different? Not giving out game plan, but just perspective-wise. Like, what type of fight you think will break out?
Oh, same thing, same results. I mean, you know, the proof is in the pudding. I mean, let's be honest. Lamont is the better fighter. He's the pound-for-pound great. He beat a supposedly pound-for-pound great. Let's give him his flowers. He's the pound-for-pound great at 135. Enough said.
Do you think, with the knee, obviously, it's been the controversy, you know, of the whole situation. Do you think that Tank, after potentially being knocked down and what people saw, changes his mindset? Because I know he spoke highly saying that this is going to be a tough fight, but do you think that he's going to come maybe more aggressive or more motivated in that way?
Well, we'll say that for fight night. So the whole world will get to see a great fighter in Lamont Roach again, world-class fighter. We know, and the whole world knows, he's the great, he's the best.
I guess I'll wait until this part goes through. It's okay. I was going to ask, after Lamont won the fight, did you see anything different, an aura, kind of a change? I'm not saying that you didn't have the confidence and he didn't have the confidence, but has there been something different now after that fight?
Oh, no, he's still the same Lamont. He's still the same humble guy. I mean, nothing's changed. He's, you know, everybody's, you know, I tell you what has changed. The people we were trying to tell from day one that didn't know who he was or what kind of fighter he was. We tried to tell everybody that he was a world-class fighter. And now, again, the whole world got to see the real Lamont Roach Jr. And he's, again, a pound-for-pound great. The whole world got to witness greatness.
Awesome. Before I let you go, I know that you gave like a good prediction of how the fight goes out. Any final words or anything if they happen to do the rematch?
No, same results. The whole world will get to see one of the greatest 135-pounders in the sport. Guys, I'm telling you, listen to me. I said it before. Lamont Roach Jr., the greatest 135-pounder in the world today. Stamp that.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
All right. High praise, Coach. What's it say his name? Coach T, something like that. Man, high praise, man. Shout out to him. Everybody got an opinion, and it's always all good, man. But he made a bold claim. He said Lamont Roach is the better fighter. Period. He won, and you know he's a pound-for-pound great. You could stamp him as a pound-for-pound great 135-pounder right now. Well, look, all I got to say about that is you know, it's a lot of people that feel like he only had one fight at the weight class, right? So, although it was against one of the absolute best there, gotta see, gonna have to repeat the performance, man. You know, you're gonna have to go out there and be able to prove that shit again. And you know, it's a lot of people that feel like you just gonna go out there and repeat your performance or do even better. It's a lot of people that feel like Tank gonna get you in a rematch. It remains to be seen, though, what's really gonna happen. I'm waiting for it, though. I'm waiting for it. It's hard to bet against Tank, though. It's just hard to bet against him, right? But given the way Lamont went out there and performed, man, it's hard to count him out, right? And they just know each other. So this fight gonna come down to game plan and strategy, bro. Just like the first time. And whoever has that little edge, man. If somebody has the edge in there. And then, you know, he says back on my switch shot, ain't that buddy from the rock? Oh, nah. Damn, you look like senior. Dub say you look like senior. Coach Randall in the building was good with it, man. He says it's premature to call him pound for pound. Yeah, at 35 for sure. But he's a really good fighter, man. He's a really good fighter. And I get it. People, like, some people look at it like the fact that he performed that well against somebody that they call a pound for pound fighter. You got to look at him as on that level at least, right? And I get it. But for me, you gotta be able to consistently put together those type of performances against world-class top-level guys. and then you could revisit that conversation. I think it's just very premature, just like Randall said. I think it's premature. That's all. But Roach is a hell of a talent. He showed us that, right? He is. But I think the interesting thing is everybody has their different perspectives on what happened the first time and what's going to happen the next time around. Good thing is, everything go according to plan. We get to see it again, bro. You get me? We get to see it again. You ain't not the same, did y'all? Say what I say, just do this fight is an early turnaround. I was saying May and then switch to June. I said Lamont winning the rematch with a postponement. Now I got to think harder. You making you think. It's making you think. You got to think a little harder down. Postponement. I don't think it, you know what, though? I don't think it's going to change all that much, right? But it does allow, T's to be crossed, I's to be dotted, right? For you to potentially fix any issue that you got, lingering, right? Any issues, straighten up your camp, whatever the case may be. But I don't think that much changes. Because it's gonna give, both guys gonna have more opportunity to prepare for each other. You know what I'm saying? I know Lamont, he's staying motivated. I don't think he's gonna be distracted. Because he dealt with this already, right? Like they've done that. That's a good thing about it. They dealt with this already with the first fight. It didn't happen as initially planned either, right? But it didn't stop the first fight from being any less great, right? So that's where I'm at, man. Not that big a deal, but like I said, just hearing it, August is a while away. I do think August is a bit of a stretch. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a stretch. Because although you don't want it to be too fast, you don't want it to be too soon of a turnaround, you definitely don't want to stretch it out too long either. You know what I'm saying? Especially at a time where you want to keep your fighter as motivated as possible. Shout out to Thomas Hill. He said, no, stay. So that's how I teach. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Come on, man. Hit the like button. Sub to the channel. Smash the like button. Turn y'all notifications. Y'all know the etiquette, man. I mean, I know we was late today, but we here. We still here. We still here building. But yeah, it's not a big deal, y'all. It's not a big deal. August, you think August perfect? I mean, look, I'll say if it's still lingering issues, Teach, then I get it. You know what I mean? I understand it. But I thought July would have been a good month to have that rematch. Like I said, more time for guys that's fighting and competing at that level is just more time to lock in and stay focused. That's all. You know what I'm saying? And you know how boxing is. It's just all about staying locked in. Stay in your zone. Stay in your flow. Stay disciplined. Stay in the gym. Stay locked in. You know what I mean? Your opportunity coming. That rematch is on the way. It's got to happen. You get me? Everybody want to see it. And this is why I love boxing. This is why I love boxing. Because the dope thing is this fight went from a fight that so many people were shitting on, talking about they didn't want to see, to now I think the rematch being more anticipated because of the controversy and the way it played out. That's why you got to love that for boxing, man. It's a win because now it's seen the feel is that more people are vested in seeing a rematch because they want to see if Lamont Roach can repeat the performance or do better, right? They want to see if Tank gonna make adjustments and knock his ass out, right? So a lot of intrigue in the rematch just for that reason alone. You get what I'm saying? And then, like I said, the controversy sounds like it sounds like a hitman rival. Said Tucker say stepping on Jonathan. Now Tucker got worried about Simpson. And the truck got to run that fade June 21st.
Yo, what up, bro? What are they talking about? August? What?
Oh yeah. They were saying the postponement, scrapping the June 21st date, and it was saying let me pull it back up. I got you.
Damn,
Boom.
I missed that shit.
Right
What?
there. Yeah, I got you. Saying heading to later July or August, summer. Either or. And I just when you see all of how things went, like you just figure that maybe somebody need more time and make sure shit is straight. You know what I mean? Because that's how I look at it. More time just mean, it could be a good thing. Because I don't think they're gonna spend that time pissing off, right? You know what I mean? Anybody I feel like anybody that felt like it was any lack of focus or preparation, any of those things, and that you give them that added time to be able to kind of, take care of that, you know what I mean, and get back to going out there doing what you do. But I mean, I don't even think it was that.
Bro.
I just think he fought a guy that know him. And that's, you look at any other guy he fought, could you say anybody else know him like Lamont? And I thought that was a key question that was asked. They asked Lamont that. Could you say you know more about him than anybody else? He was like, yeah, I think I could say that. I'm like, yeah, well, there you go. So we in for another good one, I believe.
Shit, bro. I'd rather that shit be June.
Yeah.
I'd rather it already, you know what I mean? I'd already want to be at that shit. I don't want no postponement, dog. I want that shit ASAP. But hey,
it is the whole summer. If you push it to August is finally almost done with April. This year's been flying. Yeah, that's the problem. They need to slow it down. TM was good with it.
I can save my ducats and get out to that shit. You know what I mean? With a little postponement.
August, man.
A tank event costs some motherfucking scratch, dog. I'm trying to pop out to these joints, so I guess the longer time in between, really the wife would just be yelling at me and shit.
Right.
What you talking about? You going to another tank fight? What? Yeah.
Fighting again already? Yeah.
You ain't know about no fucking postponement, dog.
He fighting again?
Last week. That shit was last week. You already going again. Fuck.
I had a couple of seminars in the mix with Tank and watch rules and regulations, no voluntary needs, brother. You stupid. At least in July, there's a chance for a November or December fight. Yeah, if you wanted to see him fight extra time this year. And I think the key is just keeping him as motivated as possible, bro. Like, I don't care what you say. At no other point in his career have you ever heard him speak that way. And I think anytime you've been in a certain position for a while, like, you could get tired of some shit, right? Say more money, more problems. I think that shit is real. And I think, what we was hearing was just the human side of you, the side you don't hear people speak about. Like I said, being able to have success consistently, I think has put him in a position where he's been able to see life after boxing. And sometimes when we hear him speak on it while they're still boxing, they're like, oh, you can't think like that. You gotta love to eat, sleep, and shit. Bro, they not robots.
Nah, they not, robots. But we treat them
good.
like
but he been eating, sleeping, shit, boxing since about 6. Like, bro, what?
Fact, bro.
And that's why I say I could appreciate the honesty and the transparency, because I think that's all that's about. It's just like letting the people know that, look, man, we human as hell. Leveling with Loma, like, you get what I'm saying? I was like, bro, this is the shit that people don't talk about. Like, we don't think that they could ever get tired. Are you tired of making money, bro? It get to a point where it's deeper than just that too. It's like, all right, bro, like,
you got so much fucking dough. He ain't worried about that shit, bro. And put yourself in his shoes. Everything in this shit, the reporters, the fucking interviews, the fighters, it's all geared towards him. And you know what I mean? Heavy is the head that wears the crown, but fuck, this shit can get tiring, bro. There's no doubt about it, man.
Malik K, what it do? PBC and Thurman. Yeah, I seen that too. The Zoo and Thurman joint. Fundora versus Zoo is penciled in for August. I was saying that and mentioned Thurman could be coming back to William Old School. Was good, bro.
Salute, wow, Bill.
Fundora versus Zan. You mean Zoo and Thurman, right?
They was broke though, bro. Didn't they say they was going out of business? Like,
no, yeah, they did. How many years is it now?
Pack it up. It's a wrap.
Well, we about since 15. We got
summer heating up.
8 years now, 9, something like that. Yeah. I mean, but yeah.
Long as Rick Glazer been tweeting, that's how long they've been going out of business.
I just wish I could understand what his personal was. Like, everything he say, I've rarely, every now and then, I've caught a decent tweet. But it's almost like you expect it because everything ain't as bad as what he make it seem. So when something does happen, you would just be a fool to try to force it to be something that it's not. So you're forced to kind of give credit in certain points, right? But
yeah, these guys
I just don't get that. I get that it's competition within business and all of that, but I feel like once you've been a part of a business for so long and you got to coexist with other people, I think it works better when you know, you get what I'm saying, when people are on the same page because y'all inside the same circle. Like you get me? The better everybody does, the better the overall sport does.
Yep.
I can't see it no other way. You can compete, you can make your money. It's been proven that it's obviously more than enough money.
There's a lot of money.
Proven. That's proven. So it's like, come on, man. Make this shit make sense. Stop letting these fights fall by the wayside. That's why I wanted to start off with the Tucker and Simpson. I was like, I respect this, man. Dudes got losses. Like casual will look at these two records and they just overlook it. They wouldn't even see the significance in this fight because they, ain't paying attention to these dudes' careers. But I think this is a good fight for boxing, man.
Boxers are supposed to have losses.
I'm telling you, they fought somebody, I hate to say it like that, but I agree, bro. Yeah, they are. Tired of like we see so many zeros. We like, man, okay, that you're only good if you undefeated. No, hell no.
There's only one guy who could accomplish that. And how many football teams take losses every year?
We don't stop being fans of our team. My Cowboys been getting our asses kicked for years. You get me? Now I'm tired of football, but I'm still a Cowboy fan. You get me?
It's crazy.
Boxing, one loss. Oh, we done. He exposed. It's over. Shit. That's the case. The Cowboys been getting exposed for years. God damn it. And they ass beat.
In the playoffs and at them levels, they take multiple losses per series.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
It's crazy when the two best teams play each other.
He said
it's normally a series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The NFL draft and shit.
So, man, good. Man, salute to them, man. They had their back and forth, man. They went on Mill City. Shout out to him. Both of them spoke their piece. It's just competitive, man. Guys feel like they can kick each other's ass, and they get an opportunity June 21st to really do something about that. And
that's how they should be. Every one of these guys should be feeling that I can kick his ass.
And it's in Jersey, too, so I might have to pull that.
Damn, wait a minute. What, Jahi's from Jersey?
He from Deer Park, Queen. He grew up, I think he was born in Queens, but he from Deer Park, New York. But
that shit all right there.
Being a Prudential.
That's dope.
We got the Queens, New York versus Baltimore, Maryland, man.
It's a headline. They got their own shit.
Hold on. I don't know if they are the headline in this card. Let me look. Ooh, are they? I'm not for sure. I can't tell by looking at this though, because I know they're on the poster. I seen the poster with them. I ain't see the poster with nobody else. I seen theirs. Hold on, let me see some.
Truck split from Upton and Coach Cal and them. He ain't never go back. I wonder if he ever
went back. Ronnie Shields.
Oh shit, that's a good coach. It's one of the best.
He went and got right with a smart one. Good smart move. Yeah. Oh, it might be though. It might be.
Oh, Vito headlining Dubs.
Vito. I see it now. Vito. Okay, Vito. Shout out to Vito.
From Jersey. Shout out to Vito, an angry white man. Well, he fights.
Shout out to Vito. I like Vito, man. Shout out to Vito. Manuel Chance back on that card. Okay. Yeah, I like this, man. I might have to pull up for this one. Though. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Yo, bro, people should pull up to more fights, man. The shit's not that expensive. It's only one or two guys that's crazy expensive to go to the fucking fights, and
it's fun.
The other ones is a couple $100. You be sitting on the floor and shit.
Fun.
Hell yeah, it's a different experience. Ain't no energy and no sort of sports anywhere that you can feel inside of an arena going to a fight.
Vito main event, Vito.
Fucking
Vito. That's
energy
dope though, man. But good card, solid card. Vito works with Ronnie too. That's the connection. Dope.
Yo, bro, I gotta jet off. I got a whole bunch of trees to cut.
To you, bro. Appreciate
all right, bro. Love, homie.
All right, I want your door, but I got a feeling they'll pass on for Dart. Most had them winning. Had who winning? Who you chatting about? But yeah, solid card, man. Shout out to my guy D1, man. Solid card for June 21st, man. You know what I mean, the younger to put it all on the line. And did y'all catch We can do that another time. But did y'all catch India Terence Crawford and Club Shay? What is it? Club Shay? They did a long ass interview. I wanted to recap it, but man, that's 3 hours, man. They had a long ass conversation. Take about 2-3 days to finish that joint. I can't do it. Let's keep rolling though, man. Hit the like button for you, boy. Let's keep rolling. Vito! My guy, Vito. Yeah, Eddie Hearn back at it again, huh? You out here spreading rumors. Said Tank fighting Jake Paul again, huh? Better not fight that dude. We don't need to see it. We don't need to see it, G. We don't need to see it, man. Rude exposure, my guy. He said Tank versus Loma, not Roach. He think he about to get out the Roach fight and fight. I can't watch that for 3 hours. Yeah, hell nah. I ain't about to do it on no live stream. I was gonna take a crack at it, but nah. I was like, but he did. There's some good information and insight in there for sure from Crawford. You know what I mean? Always a good conversation, but I didn't think they was going to turn it into a whole show. I mean, that's a show. You know what I mean? Our bud will put hands on heavyweight Shannon. Speaking of bud.
Listen, hey, bud. Hey, I would take 2 or 3 of them more cake blows. Listen. All right. We on the streets. We really. Oh, no. That look. Bud. Bud. Wait, see? Bud. No, bud. Yeah, that's what I want. I was looking for a little while. Shannon gonna be tired in a minute. I'm already tired. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about in a minute? He gonna be tired in a minute. I'm already tired. He gonna be tired in a minute. All right, now Shannon. Sit back. Breathe. Look. Now listen. You did good that round. Okay. But you didn't do good that round. Okay. You're right. I see what you're trying to do. But you gotta keep your hands up. Okay. Go back to the basics. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Keep the jab up. Okay.
Rude. What it do, man?
Come on, get out there, champ. How many more minutes we got, coach? Hey, get out there. You got another round. Hey. Okay.
Damn, ready. Yeah. All right, it's head.
All them muscles, I told you. You was gonna get tired with all them muscles. I told you. And see, I'm little. Yeah, see. And you didn't get me out of there. Now I got you out in the first round. Now it's my turn. You're gonna be rolling around and stuff. You're gonna drag me to the deep. Hey, you're gonna be rolling around talking about I can't breathe. I got asthma. Like Tommy Hearns had Martin lumped up. Hey, you gonna be talking about you got asthma. You ain't never had asthma. I do got asthma though. Do you? Oh, see? I see. I got exercise to do that. You gonna be talking about I can't breathe. That's how them big dudes put some water on my head, coach.
Tired, man. Now that's cool little interaction, man. You know, Crawford always up for the challenge, but that shit is just funny. But they did do a good interview over there, man. They did do a good interview together for sure, man. It was a good shit from Bud Crawford, bro. Good stuff from Buddy Crawford, man. Hit the like button if y'all haven't, man. My guy T Hill, Shannon need an oxygen tank. Telling you, tired as hell, wasn't he? That quick, gasping for air.
Hey, it's been a long time since them playing days. My man was expending a lot of energy right there. My man's still training for fights, dog. So whole different lung capacity right there. He ain't seen the football field in a minute. Mm-hmm. And he be toasting up on that show. He be drinking his tail off.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
you know, that liquor got him gasping.
Yeah, that liquor had him. But yeah, man, I think with Eubanks, not so sure that they're not playing an angle on folks, especially the viewing public out there for where they're from. I mean, when we look at the dynamic between the two fighters, bro, both great champions from talking about their dads, but one had the favor of the royal people and shaped his whole persona to match and blend in with that. You know, my man carry himself like he's some kind of lord or something up in there, whereas, you know, they view the Benns as like serfs, you know, people that's just there to do business for the royal folk. And I think that's how it's being portrayed. I think also the fact that he keeps going around campaigning that, you know, they trying to kill his son and all this makes the feat, if he should whoop tail, look that much more spectacular, showing how much royal and regal they are as a family. Because this is all about bloodline, bro. That it's a big fight. Somebody said it's not a big fight around the world, and I would say that I agree with that. I don't think that they're polarizing figures across the globe, but where they're from, oh, they're big time polarizing there, man. So I think that it's going to have a lot of traction where they're at, and for good measure, man. I mean, you got one dude that's super wound up. Like, that's the one thing I'm not so sure he's going to be able to govern is his emotions, man. He looks like no matter what dude say or do, he's ticked off at every single pass. And he want to go up in there and just put hands on him. You can't go up in there like a firecracker and whatnot, man. You don't know how long that fuse is before everything explodes in your face. So, you know, I would hope that, you know, he would be able to compose himself and keep his emotions in check, because as you stated, this is a big jump up for him. My man used to fighting at this time, at this weight. You know, it ain't that big of a sacrifice for him as far as going down to a weight or moving up to a weight. Where it is like, well, I can't rehydrate to a certain point, and yet he's still a bigger fighter. So I know that they've been working on some things for Conor Benn, and you know, hopefully they pan themselves off. But I think that if he goes in there over emotional, it's not going to be a good look for him later on in that fight. And I think that that's when you'll see the breakdown. And I think that's where you'll see what you said, the separation between you're fighting at this stage or this class or this level, whereas I've been fighting here most of my career. And I think you see that. I think I agree with what you said about Barrios. I do think that he wears the fight on his face extremely horrible. And horribly. I thought he won that fight, though. I don't think that, you know, that fight should have even been considered a draw, but he definitely does take punishment, and it doesn't look like, you know, he's handling the effect of it on his face very well. He ain't been active because, you know, he had a dispute. And I know we keep that on low and hush because, you know, it's none of our business, but yeah, it was a dispute, and unfortunately, it didn't work out in his favor. So he's got to get back on the men, and I'm hoping that that's what it is, because I heard that there's rumblings that he's about to be in a fight or engaged in trying to propose a fight. So hopefully he's back on the men. But I would like to see him in the ring, and preferably if we can't get Norman, because Norman is tied up, against Boots. I don't know how that fight is going to go for him as far as the look, but I know it'll be entertaining as long as it lasts, though, because he's not some fighter that is shying away from contact or from physicality, and he'll go in there and trade. Just often won't win the better end of it with Boots in particular. Seeing him against Norman, I would like to see that too, because it's a very good style clash, and something that you say is made for somebody. Well, he should be made for Norman, but I would like to see it nonetheless. Then there's Jahi Tucker, Truck Simpson. I think that's a fantastic fight. I really think that's a fantastic.
Ask me about that. I think it's a toss-up right now. For me, man, it's either going to be that activity, busy nature of Jahi, or accuracy of Trump being economical with them punches could backfire against Jahi. Will was good with it, bro.
What is up, my guys?
Will, my Mickey Fricky butter from another mother. What's up, Raging Cajun?
Man, I'm all pumped up about this damn draft, bro.
Oh, yeah? I was looking for you guys.
Well, I'm hearing in the first round, we're either going to take Dart or we're going to take Shador.
If you had
Either one is better than Derek Carr. Let's be honest. And just, I feel you, bro. I got 3 of my good friends down here who are Dallas Cowboy freak fans. And they didn't listen to me back before Jerry Jones gave Dak that first freaking contract. And I told him that dude's never going to win a Super Bowl. He'll be lucky if he wins a playoff game because he cracks under pressure. And sure enough, 4 years later, they give him another contract, which made not a bit of sense.
Yeah, that's the Dallas way, man. Getting
Well, they should have drafted a quarterback this year and sent freaking Dak on his way.
Get in your own way. That's what they do.
How do you make that mistake? I mean, look, some years ago when they gave him that first, he was playing for that contract, right? He was playing against the Eagles. The Eagles went out there with practice squad wide receivers and whooped their butt.
Mm-hmm.
And he still gave him the contract. Make it make sense.
Yeah. Dallas is going to always be known for getting in their own way.
Right, they do. Jerry needs to get the hell out the way and hire somebody to do the damn draft for him.
He won't do it.
He don't know what the hell he's doing.
So they'll keep losing until he croak. I mean, they'll keep losing. Who you got? Ben Eubank.
Huh?
Who you got? Ben Eubank.
Eubank.
I'm with you, man. I think he could pull it off. Too, man.
Yeah, ever since he's been off the eggs, bro, Ben ain't done a damn thing, really. He has no more power since he gave the eggs up.
Yeah, he's just missing something. Just like he missing something. Still looks strong though, and I doubt it that he don't punch hard, but just don't look like the same explosive guy. And he can't without that element present in his fights. He has to be more of an outboxer, and then he's more susceptible to losing rounds. Gas tank getting tested late, defense unraveling a bit more down the stretch. It just get rough for that dude. So,
the fight I'm looking forward to is Devin Haney, and I'm pulling for it.
Yeah. You see, it's kind of shape Devin in, man. Devin is in great shape, y'all.
But I ain't going to need it because what I'm worried about, Ramirez has been saying since before the Taylor fight that the weight's been killing him.
Mm-hmm.
If that extra weight gives him any kind of resurgence to his career, bro, Devin's going to need every bit to beat him.
Yeah, I got him beating Ramirez, man. I do. I think Ramirez's best days behind him for some reason. It just seemed like, unless the added weight help him too.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what worries me because he's been complaining about that weight for so long, and now he's going to have the extra weight.
Mm-hmm.
And if it resurges his career at all, Devin could have a hard night, bro.
Yeah,
he could. But what if that way but Devin been cutting also benefits him not having to cut so much, man? What if it helps him? Yes, I mean, it's a dangerous fight because it's an opponent that got nothing to lose, everything in the game, and on top of that has, a pretty good punch. Devin. Only thing I think that I worry about with Devin is the fact that he really truly believes the last fight broke down to just a couple of ingredients that you can put in your supplements, or if it was some things that he was doing that allow for those supplements to even take greater form or greater action. I think that's truly with every fighter. I mean, Jojo D is not a big guy and he not on stuff, but he was able to take advantage of certain things that Devin do. And if he don't correct that,
yeah, bro,
it can play. It might not show in this fight, but it can definitely show itself again. And that's the only concern about him. I think that he's fantastic shape, bro. For you to get in the type of shape that he's in, that means you play attention to detail, and on top of that, you have discipline, extreme amount of discipline. So I hope that he's paid attention to details with the fight that he didn't look so good and didn't fare so well in, and that he has the discipline to, you know, and bringing somebody in there that will understand some of the things that he does struggle with, so that they can help either tighten him up or mask him a little bit inside the ring. Because sometimes you never, because people make the point, and it's a valid point. The bow and arrow thing that Floyd was talking about after the fight, where they lost and he was over there doing that, he did it as well. It's just that he had something that if you messed up, he had something that would keep you honest. Dev got to have something that's going to keep a Mickey Fricky honest if he do mess up. And I think that that's what we have. Go ahead.
Well, I'll be honest. Look, they always say old habits are hard to break, bro. And Devin, the new shit he's learning, he needs to stay on it. Because some guys, once they start getting hit, bro, revert back to that old shit. He can't do that.
Hopefully he don't have to do that, man. I think he gonna get him up out of there, bro. I don't know about knocking him out of stoppages, but I just think he gonna go in there and handle his business.
Yeah, I think he's gonna outbox Ramirez. I think,
man, I'm pulling for Barbosa, bro.
Ramirez and Achilles Hill is boxers that can box, move well, and stay disciplined. And you know, granted that he'll return to form, which I think he will. But as long as he's able to do that, he's fine. I think he'll be fine. But if Ramirez looked rejuvenated because he went up in weight a little bit, so
that's what worries.
That can make the fight interesting too. So it's a number of ways you could look at it, but I still think Devin beats him.
All right, Just, who you got, Barbosa or Tio? I'm pulling for Barbosa.
Right, me too.
I'm pulling for Barbosa. It depends on what mindset he go in the ring too, because he's been getting messed with and tampered with, and your boy over there looking like he just playing around with the fight. You know, that might make him get his feathers ruffled up and be all overly emotional.
Gotta finish the job, man. He right there, man.
Bro, see that slap? That slap was to try and get Barbosa to come forward.
Yeah, he don't make like big stupid mistakes in this fight.
He don't.
Right? Like, he's very intentional with the shit that he do. And he's not wasteful with movements, punches, and none of that. He do just enough. He be like a step right ahead of you. Half step, full step. Son, he be right there. Like Barbosa, don't jump off the page at you with the shit that he do, but he just a sound boxer. And he can fight, right? So that he just got to stay disciplined and make Tio have to come to him. I'm telling you.
Well, see, the difference for me is
punch him.
Barbosa's won 4 fights in a row, right?
Barbosa, he undefeated.
Barbosa is coming in with confidence.
Yeah.
You know whose confidence I still think is shook is Tio.
It's crazy.
I don't think his confidence is there.
Like I lean towards Tio winning, but I'm definitely pulling for Barbosa. It's crazy.
That's how I feel.
I know Tio, man. He'll make you think that he ain't locked in, and then this dude will go out there and perform. So I expect him to do it. But a good point that my bro was making, you know, Barbosa ain't the big name kind of guy either. He's a good fighter and a guy that you kind of overlook, but he's not that big name guy. You know, those you know, guys that don't have the names is the ones that he'll kind of allow to, you know, the Sandor Martin. It's not a big name. You get what I'm saying? Nakatani wasn't a big name at 35, right? You get me? Like, he has some of these people, you know, he allowed these people to make him struggle. Jermaine Ortiz, same thing, not a big name, but he struggled against those guys. Then you got a Josh Taylor who people know and respect, and he go out there and cook. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the Josh Taylor he fought, bro, is cooked.
Yeah,
that confidence he got in the 4th or 5th round against Taylor, he was getting confidence off a cooked fighter, which is why I still think his confidence is going to be shook coming into this fight.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with the fact that I don't believe it was the same Josh Taylor that we were used to seeing, but I didn't expect that. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that.
Barboza is just. I think it's Teal got him. He's more athletic and is able to do things a bit more natural. So yeah, that's why I lean toward him. But I'm definitely rooting for Barboza. It's definitely a winnable fight for him, but it's gonna take game plan and execution, bro. You're gonna need the right kind of fight. He already got the right confidence going into the fight. The approach is pretty solid with the way he's approaching the fight. You know what I'm saying? With just being confident, not backing down, got that energy Kambosos had. The only thing is he done got himself slapped. Kambosos, they get slapped. He done got himself slapped.
So given that though, you think that factors into everything?
No, cause I think it just was in the moment. I don't feel like Barboza gonna go into the fight worried about it. You know, he's a guy still gonna stick to his game plan, try to box and be smart. I think that's what he's gonna do. And I can see him having success, you know, in the fight, but ultimately Tio, I think the speed could be a little issue. We're gonna see. I think Tio's speed and athleticism could be an issue. We're gonna find out because again, game planning is important. Tio on the front foot is just not as impressive when you pressing him and allowing him to kind of, you know, move around and look how he want to look and counter punch when he wants. You get me? So
is that fight this weekend or next weekend?
Mm-hmm.
What is
next
that?
Weekend.
No, that's
Next weekend.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what is that next weekend?
Next weekend.
It's right here though. It's really right here. That fight is right here. So you get to see it. Devin, I'm rooting for him in a big way. Ryan, I could care less. You know, you want to see him win so they can get their rematch on. So I'm rooting for Devin for sure, man. He fought Watch Taylor. But that's why BTO easy. Me too. Mike Kirkland made a video and everything. He proved me wrong.
I was telling D1, boxing is better off with Devin still in there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is. Absolutely, it is. Devin's a hell of a fighter, bro. And I can't wait till he prove it again so people would get up off his back, bro.
I sure wish he would avoid Ryan.
For that lawsuit shit is weird. Like we should have understood that the hell would do, like where that was coming from. And I just thought people, you know, you got the Rampage Jacksons of the world calling that man out his name. And I'm like, man, y'all bugging. Man, y'all looking at stuff that, you know, they were supposed to keep behind closed doors. I'm looking at the reason why we watching, man. Getting up from Ryan, man, I thought Ryan cooked his ass. Man, I swear I thought he was getting knocked out. The way he was laying on that ground, I was like, ain't no way he getting up. He got up and then got knocked down 2 more times.
Dude, I gained a ton of respect for Devin on that fight.
Dude, a dog, man. I'm saying we knew this about him with that tank sparring. We knew this about him because he went through hell in that sparring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he always had that in him. This could bring a beast up out of him. It could.
Well, let's be honest.
See him not be gun shy. As long as he's
let's
still
be honest, though.
tough, he good.
I sure wish he would avoid that rematch with Ryan, bro, because I think Ryan cooks him again.
Yeah, I think reason why I say if he could correct that mistake though, and don't get clipped early, don't get caught early, and none of that, because all the rounds where he didn't get knocked down, he was winning. So. You know, it's a mistake that you can avoid. You should be able to correct that mistake. I don't think we asking for too much for us to, us asking him to prepare for the left hook. I don't think we bugging for that. I don't think we crazy for that. I don't think we saying the wrong shit. I think he should be able to prepare for that. And if he can avoid that hook and that shot early and not get knocked all over the place, he gives himself a really, really good chance at winning, bro. Because like I say, it's a matter of him staying upright. You know what I mean? Skywalker boxing. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? So it's about having the confidence in his mental, like where he needed to be. Randall mentioned it earlier. He said he been admitting to his flaws. Yes, I heard the accountability, and now I feel even more confident that he could win the fight because he had that conversation without bringing up Osterine. Oh, yeah, it was refreshing. I said yes. You made some mistakes, bro. That's all I needed to hear. Like I get it. Osterine is there. But just have a conversation, some dialogue where that's not the focal point, and it's just like, you know what, I fucked up a little bit. Yeah, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And because think about it, it's like it's like a game of inches boxing is, right? Just that little bit. Like Ryan was fast enough and strong enough to be able to take advantage of the mistake that so many others wasn't. So that's give Ryan a lot of credit for that. He was able to exploit that flaw. Without it, I mean, Devin would have kept skating by. So. to a degree, it could be the good thing and the bad thing. Yeah, you took some punishment, but that shit got wiped away. Yeah, people seen it, but who cares? The official record, you still undefeated. You got an opportunity to learn that you have a flaw with one of your best weapons being your jab that needs some correcting, right? For you to move forward and, you know, get to that next level. So, anchor, make that correction and go beat that man. You're a better fighter than him. You're more disciplined than him. He bragged about, you know, drinking and just, you know, all the way up through camp and all this stuff. Whoop his ass, bro. Like, now you the gym rat. You don't take the time off that he take. He blow up and do all this stuff. Yeah, you get big when you obviously vacation and stuff, but when it's time to fight, when you locked in, you fully locked in, you committed to the sport. That's those reasons right there is why I think he'll always have a chance at beating, right? Just that being a more serious guy when it comes to the sport. Now, if he can get past that left hook, he can make that correction. He can beat that guy. If he can't make the correction, it's that simple. That left hook is successful and he get knocked down, hurt he can't win. Gotta correct.
He's gotta watch that right hand too, dude, because that right hand was tagging the crap out of him as well.
Right hand definitely was tagging him. You're right. He had a lot of swelling on the left side of his face, which was Ryan's right hand. You're right. He did trick him a bit because he was thinking left hand, and Ryan did hit him, crack him with several right hands. Right, he did. But that's the biggest, you know, the ones that seemed detrimental was that left hook, right? When he buzzed them early. That can happen. And it wouldn't have happened had you worked your way into the fight instead of trying to step to him. I know what I seen. I know what I seen based on what y'all said, and I feel like I had an accurate description of what y'all did. Do not try stepping to him early. Box his ass, bro. Box him. And
roll to the left.
To them rounds. Make him box. I mean, he siphon the gas out of that tank. Go to his bodies. That stab jab could be one of his best weapons, man. But you gotta be smart when you do it because he's fast as hell. You know what I mean? Yeah, that left hook is serious, man. But he gotta be able to prepare. Like, for example, right? We don't talk about it enough. Brian Norman Jr. came out in his last fight. Derek Quavis, he was getting clipped. Did you see how fast he made the adjustment from one round to the next? He changed it. You could clearly see his attention to detail holding that glove up. I think it was the left hook of Quavis that was landing. Seen that right hand glued like to the chin. You seen it, like visibly seen. Okay, in fight adjustment right now. No, I need to make sure this punch stop hitting me right now because he was. Remember, he was getting clipped a little. They was clipping each other. I'm like, you don't want that. So he was able to make that little minor adjustment and look at the difference. And that's all I'm saying. Adjustments go a long way. Devin, you work with a multitude of guys. You've added to your camp. You've been around, bro. You're a student of the game. I believe that. Make that correction. Watch all the film you need to. And you see him in the gym trying to pay attention to detail, keeping the hand glued to the face. It's just that simple. Drill that shit. Just drill it into your head till it becomes muscle memory. Because if you can change the fact that punch is not able to land with any consistency, you change the dynamic of the fight. You know what I'm saying? I believe he can do it, but I want to see just how smart he is. That rematch is going to really show where his IQ is because now I want him. I swear, I don't care if he got to make it. I promise you, I will be cheering for him. You don't care if you made it born because you did it already that way. You see all that criticism and shit you got? Fighting that, now box his ass. What he don't want to do. He ain't a better boxer than you. He's a better fighter. Y'all got to fight. I'm going to pick him. If y'all telling me when they go in there, it's not going to be a boxing match, it's going to be a fight, I'm going to say Ryan going to win. Boxing. That's clearly not where he's better than you. You've seen it with the rounds that Devin was putting together, but it's just Ryan, when he hurt you, he really capitalized. And that shit just, you know what I'm saying? Flossie was good, bro.
Shit, what's up with y'all, man? What y'all got going on?
What's going on, man? It's another boxing build.
What's good with it, Floss the boss?
Chilling for the jump on this Charlo film in a little bit.
Well, look, guys, I'm gonna run. I gotta cook and shit before this damn draft starts up because I'm tuned in tonight.
Yeah, you guys get who you looking for, man.
Man, I hope so, bro. I swear, my Saints have a way of pissing me off so bad, bro. All right, guys, y'all take it easy. Peace.
Be easy, man.
You already know, bro.
You know, I agree with what you said, man. I think that Devin's attention to detail and his keen sense of discipline, man. You see it in his body. That right there should translate well to his training, man. I'm pretty sure he's well aware that it wasn't just the supplements, but it was also some things that he was doing. And I'm hoping that he will just like moving constantly to his right. I don't want to see him constantly move to his right. You moving to his right, you moving right into that hook. And then another thing, man, because Ramirez, he's got power in both hands, man. He's got to be wary of not just pawing that jab out there and letting it be a probe. He got to snap that mother, like he was snapping it against Prograde.
Right. Shout
He'd
out to
be all
my
right.
brother Mike Kirkland, man. Always supporting the grind. He said, like you always said, just boxing talk without the headache. Right. We do it without the headache. You know, I definitely wanted to shine a light on this dope fight that's coming up, I think, between these two guys. And shout out to my homie Mike Kirkland. Appreciate you. Cecil, what it do, homie? Yeah, man. Who you was just talking about snapping the jab?
Oh, Devin Haney. Like instead of
I'm telling you, I think he's gonna beat Ramirez. All I need to see is that
do.
he's still him. He beats that man. He beats that guy. Better
I do.
boxer, more skillful, sharp as hell.
And
I
fully
ain't gonna say it's gonna
hydrated.
look like Regis, but I'm telling y'all, don't be surprised if he beat him up. All I need to see is Devin beat Devin. Because Ramirez, like his best days is behind him. Yeah, the weight could help him out. It's very possible, but
The
man,
weight
they
can help
kind of in the
that.
same boat with that. You get me?
Yeah.
So I think it'll help them both. So I think that kind of cancels that out. I don't think it'll be no real edge there because of no weight. Just think ultimately it comes down to the better fighter, the better boxer, should I say? Because Ramirez, he got outboxed by, I think it was Barboza. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got Devin beating Barboza if they fought. You know what I'm saying? Just long as he's still him. So I don't like to do the triangle theory thing, but I'm just thinking styles is why I'm saying that. And if you look at what Ramirez struggles against, you know what I'm saying? People that can box and move and stay disciplined, give him a tough time. You know what I mean? Barboza didn't do nothing super special to beat him. He just was very consistent with his approach. And he's a smart fighter. When something works, he's gonna go to the well. He's gonna keep going to the well. He ain't gonna make unnecessary adjustments and do shit for no reason. He's gonna stick to what's working. I've noticed that he had to grow on me. I used to look at him like, man, he just something about him like it's missing, but nah, he just don't. Not no flashy guy, nothing super crazy, but just very good, sound, technical fighter. Makes the right moves, like he's efficient and intentional. Those are the words that come to mind when I watch him fight. You don't just do shit just to do it, right? Taking them little half step backs. The way he was just patiently boxing, Ramirez, I was impressed with it. I was like, I like the way he just, you know what I mean? No, don't overexert himself. You get me? He just made that shit look comfortable. He was comfortable. I'm like, yo, this dude really just a good boxer. And sometimes we just don't appreciate that enough. And that's just what he is. A damn good boxer. Quietly put together, you know what I mean? A little resume, 30 plus wins. Like, even gotta respect that. That shit is not easy to do. So I hope he, even if he don't win, I hope he put up the kind of fight that people will look at it and say, yeah, man, we see why you wanted to fight him all this time. Because I would hate to see him get embarrassed. You've been calling for this shit. He go out there and kick your ass, man. So I hope T.O. gotta, you know how to get in his bag, man. When you think he beat, it's like, here you go with a performance. But again, this ain't a crazy name. So like the pressure, it ain't people. I mean, it's some people saying that Barboza gonna beat him for sure. But I just don't feel like he believes that. Like, it's different. Like a Subriel Matiz, I feel like it's a different kind of danger that fight possessed. That's why he didn't take it. Barboza, you might feel like shit's sweet with him. But if I feel like Barboza is better than the Steve Claggett right now. Steve Claggett, even though he lost convincingly, he still pushed you in spots and he had a lot of success. You know what I mean? You swell up, you got that scar tissue. I mean, Barboza is not an overly aggressive guy. He's patient too. So I think that's where the fight could be won for him. Patience, man. Approach. Let T.O. beat itself. Let T.O. beat itself. Kind of how Cambosis did. Shout out to Teach. What's good with it, bro?
Yeah, salute to the panel. I just want to take it back to the Shakur and Eddie situation though. Because every interview Eddie's going on right now, he's just giving this scripted response that, like, I don't really want to hear, and that most people don't want to hear. So it's like you had a 2-fight deal with Shakur, right? To fight with Turkey. So they had 1 fight with Turkey. That's good. But why aren't you with Shakur the second fight? So I mean, instead of saying that, you know, you have no issues with Shakur and that you hope Shakur is going to be, you know, with you moving forward. I mean, the question is, like, why aren't you with Shakur right now? Because this should be the second fight. That's a part of their deal. So why aren't you with Shakur right now? That's the question that he's not answering. That's the question that the reporters are not, you know, asking Eddie.
Shout out to Skywalker. Yeah,
scripted response.
That's a good catch, Teach, because I was kind of thinking that myself. Like maybe I didn't think it the same exact way you said it, but I was like very vanilla. What was coming to mind, like you saying, like, you know, the PR type of shit, right? And I'm like, that's what I kept hearing. I'm like, yeah, with the whole, we hope that, you know, promote for the rest of his career. It's just like, because it is this story that's out that he didn't address. And whenever I feel like people conveniently don't address certain things, it's for a reason. You know what I mean? It's smoke, there's fire. So when it, you know, the whole thing was he didn't exercise or something, you know, his option for the second fight. And then they ended up, James Prince hired Lou DiBella. Now you got Lou DiBella on board for doing some promotional shit. So that's the thing. Like, I didn't hear that part be addressed. So you ain't really say nothing. You ain't really tell us shit. Like, it always been the 2 fights, right? That's nothing. But the fact that that story came out and that news came out, like, you haven't been able to refute that. So I mean, why did Lou DiBella get hired? Get what I'm saying? Like, if you doing your job, because you see what is cited to handle like promotional stuff, media stuff. I'm like, it was kind of specific why he there. So I don't know. I mean, I would like to talk to I'd like to reach out and see what's up, you know.
So it's not that he didn't exercise the second option. This is the second fight. So after this, Shakur is free.
Yeah.
So again, it brings the question, like, why aren't you a part of the second fight when you are the one who have the 2-fight deal with Shakur?
Yeah,
that's weird.
He's saying he's gonna be a part of it. Like, he was trying to say it wasn't true, like the news that came out. But like I said, being able to speak to somebody that, you know, be speaking to the team and get me information, like, the promoter is not make or break for Shakur. Like, for him, like, if I could make some type of sense out of it, what he looking for is the best fight with the best money attached to it. He don't give a damn if it's Eddie Hearn promoting it or not. Like, for him, it's just as long as that situation right. Like, he wasn't looking to be signing on for multiple fight deals, and you know what I mean. It's like trying to deal by like fight by fight basis type situations where it allows you that flexibility and freedom. So this shit that's coming out, I don't even know if this is news because it's kind of inevitable. Like, you don't really need, like, you get what I'm saying? You don't need to be tied into none long term anyway. So I always liked the fact that it was only 2 fights he was giving them to figure it out. And I don't know, got to be something more to that story though. But I would like to get it more from the source. So if I can get any more insight directly from that side, I definitely let you know.
I mean, it definitely has to be
questions.
Definitely,
I just be wanting to tell y'all the truth. Whatever the right information is, that's what I like. One day, you know, they put something out about him. I reached out to him, asked him, like, is this true? And he was like, nah, ain't no truth to it at all. I don't know nothing about it. Like, you know what I mean? So that's all. I don't be trying to pry, but I be wanting to know what's up. I hate being misled, especially with boxing. You know what I mean? So it's like I kind of waited till it marinated a bit, then you came out and spoke on it. It's almost like, and that's what your response was, like you said, T, scripted ass response, bro. You can do better than that. Big B low, you can do. Yeah, man. June 21st, bro.
It's like, how do you get like cut out of your own like option? Like, he got put out of his own second option. That's weird.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
that's what
I
they
missed the
did,
whole Jahi Tucker truck Simpson shit. Yeah, what y'all thought about that?
man.
I thought they're trying to get one of them out the spot.
You know what? I like the fact that they kind of delivered because Truck said they asked him about him, and he was like, "Shit, yeah." Like, and they already had some sparring going on, and it was already something being talked about. You might be right. They probably gonna see who really the cream of the crop out of the two.
See, which one of y'all I'm gonna get behind? Cause I ain't getting behind both of y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'll make sure I reach out though. I'll try to get any possible insight. But that's what I know directly. That's what his major focus is, trying to get the best fight with the right money attached to it.
Yeah, I mean that has to be it because
Focused by fight basis instead of I'm gonna sign over here and do this for this long. Like, nah, that ain't what I'm looking for.
And
I got
this
a weird
this
feeling
is
about the Charlo stuff.
Charlo Jamal.
Yep.
Feel like he gonna beat Lamont up, and I think the lineup is him and Plant. Shout out to Big B-Lo.
All right, that's the part I was getting at. I think I don't know. I gotta watch more film. I might be wrong, but if it's mental's in the right place, that's a way closer fight than what the public don't want it to be. I think it's gonna be a lot of money to be made, but it's just up to him.
You know how quick we write people off. We said great match. We got Truck. Yeah, it's like a pick 'em, right? They both got a loss. Truck got two. Jahi got a loss and a draw. You know what I mean? Battle tested. He been match made. Pretty interesting match. Fights they've been putting them in. So I think it's like a sink or swim kind of fight. Cross rules, however you want to look at it. Because 3 losses for Truck, 15-3. You know how people start. You're gonna write you off, bro. So same thing with Tucker. 14-2-1. You know what I mean? The funny looking records, you know how people just write you off. They don't look at the work that's put in. They just look at that you got losses. And they just going, you ain't no good. So it's a risk for both of them. That's why I respect it. And they talk trash to each other. Jahi talked about getting more money. And whatever that money was, he must have got it. Because June 21st, there it is. And like I said, man, good fight. Good fight for the young champs.
Gonna hop
Man,
off.
boxing, man, it's full of twists and turns, man. Every day some news come out, and then they dismiss the news, and we got to start all over again. We'll see, man. Well, speaking of Charlo, real quick before we do go, y'all smash the like button if y'all haven't. Charlo was going off a little bit.
Yeah, I need to.
You got mute if you wanted to. I just played this like this. This I think is a Charlo right here.
Honestly speaking,
I ain't even seen it yet.
I'm back at 100%. Like I feel stronger. I feel better. I feel. No, I'm fully back. Like the team is better. Everybody around me is like understanding. Like everybody, I feel like everything is coming into play like perfectly. Like Houston back on my back. Like I got it. I got them on my back. I could carry them now. Like I'm better now. Like it. Yeah, I had some like chaos going on, but it feels better to like not have to deal with that no more. So like the problems that I had, they're no longer like involved with my life. And my life has got better and everything is smooth. It's smooth right now. So like Thomas, I'm gonna beat your ass. You know that. I'm back. He back. He back. So
that shit don't bother, bro.
remember
I don't
all
give a
that
fuck,
shit you
bro. What
talking
you
about.
talking about?
All that shit you talking about. I'm like if when I knock you out, I'm gonna step on your ass.
All right, we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna
Yeah,
see.
June 21st at
So
the
keep
Presidential.
talking.
Jahi.
Keep running your mouth, Mister. Keep running your mouth. Watch. I'm gonna show you.
That's what he say.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. You can't fuck with me. I'm gonna show you.
All right, Sean, did you have one more question? Or?
Yeah, and thank you, Jamal. Thomas, you've talked about your rebuild. You've won 9 fights in a row, 4 by knockout since losing to Lara.
You can't fuck with me. He won 9 fights. He did this. And, nigga, I'm a spit on your ass, nigga. When I get to you, don't say nothing.
You too emotional, champ. Well, go ahead, Sean.
I'm gonna show you how much emotional I am.
A little. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. Go ahead, Sean.
Know
I'm sorry,
what it is. Something.
I enjoy the passion between the fighters, so it's all good. But what do you think you've actually gotten better at in the ring in those 9 fights?
He should be my guy.
So you fighting a bum. So you fighting a bum.
You a fucking
fuck
bum.
is you talking about?
You a fucking bum.
What is you talking about, bro?
You a fucking bum.
Up. Like,
nigga, you a fucking bum.
Oh man,
you want to be black so bad.
You
want to be black so bad.
Yo, there's some. I don't know, guys. Yo, so Sean, to answer your question, listen, right? Experience, right? I mean, everything, every single day you learn something new, right?
You ain't got no experience.
You okay? Facts. You're right. All right, so Sean, every day you learn something new, right? You get better. You get better. It's time. You know what I mean? The best lesson in life is experience, I guess, right? So, whatever, you know what I mean? These fights were just, oh shit, sorry guys. The fights were what they were, but I got more comfortable. You know what I mean? I fought more in 2 years. These 9 fights, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, man. I'm letting the homie get to my fucking head right now, bro. He sounds like a fucking weirdo, bro. Dude, like, chill. I hope I answered your question, Sean. Just it's
Jack Bates and
make me chill.
And make me chill.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about.
What? Thank you very much for those questions. And thank you all to both Jamal and Thomas for answering those questions. With that, I'm going to turn it back over to our Ray Flores to wrap things up with our first pair here.
All right. Well, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you to the media for asking questions to both Thomas Lamont and Jamal.
Right. You know me, right?
I know both of you guys, and I can't wait for May 31st.
You know me. You know how I'm coming. You know how I'm coming.
Bro, you guys are both on, you guys are going to collide.
What the fuck I'm talking about?
You
know. Well, I'm excited to see both of you guys. Jamal, final question, your prediction for May 31st against Thomas Lamont.
I rock them all.
Thomas, that was we obviously knew that was coming. Like, well, he just said it. Yeah, man, we're gonna shock the world. We're gonna shock the world.
Jamal and Thomas, thank you so much. I can't wait for this one. Oh my goodness, May 31st, BBC Championship Boxing video. Jamal Thomas, we'll see you in a couple of weeks in Los Angeles for the in-person press conference, and then during fight week in Las Vegas. Thank you.
Make sure you show up. Make sure you show up.
Yeah,
make sure you show up. Make sure you show up.
Get the fight.
Yeah, make sure you show up.
Shut up, bitch.
Make sure you show up. Make sure you show up. Make sure you show up.
Shut up.
Make sure you show up.
Shut up, bitch. I'm gonna knock your ass out.
Shut up. Let's turn our attention now to our next matchup as.
Shout out to them boys, man. But Charlo,
that's that talk I like, man.
Yeah, I'm rocking with Charlo to kick his ass, though, man. Big Sad, one of the most legendary coaches from Houston. Shout out to Big Sad, my dog behind Ass TV. Day was good, homie. Yeah, Prime Charlo is nice. He's still undefeated, still got that. I just hope everything is clicking. Seeing him with Ronnie Shields is always a good thing, man. You get out there, get his put that work in. But I think he can beat Thomas Lamont. I do. You know what I mean? I do. Caleb Plant was getting in a little bit in too, man.
Our first question is going to come from Ron Goodall with Fight Hype. Ron, please unmute yourself and you can ask your questions.
Awesome. My question's to Caleb Plant. First and foremost, I know you put out a tweet kind of addressing kind of a lot of the fights that you wanted, and you kind of explained how, Pacheco was negotiating with Mbili, and Munguia was busy, and Canelo was busy, and Edgar has a fight, but you also mentioned that Charlo wanted a tune-up to get active. I just wanted to ask, kind of maybe a soft confirmation that you get past your opponent. I know that you're not looking past him, but if Charlo gets past Thomas Lamont, the card seems to be built up that you guys.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Hey, Thomas, you had your time to talk, so
Yeah.
that question wasn't for you; it's for me. So
Yeah.
respectfully,
Caleb.
I'm gonna
Respectfully,
ask you.
I do respect
Me and you are
champ.
cool. Me and you are
Yeah,
cool.
facts,
we never
facts,
had no
facts,
issues.
facts,
but I'm gonna ask you
facts.
respectfully to shut the fuck up and let me.
Yeah,
You
no
done
doubt,
your
no
job.
doubt.
Let me do my thing. All right.
Yeah. Let me say something. You're 100% right. I don't want to
No.
disrespect you.
You got your turn to say something. It's
No,
my
it's
turn to
okay.
say
Yeah,
something.
but we're not doing that. You gotta fight your mans. I gotta fight Maul. So like it's a disrespect to me as well. You understand me?
But right now you're
we're not
disrespecting
doing
me.
that.
But right now
we're not
you're
doing
disrespecting
that.
me.
We're not.
So,
I
pipe
have
down.
no intent to do that. I have
But
no
you are.
intent to
So
do
who
that.
gives a fuck what you had an intent doing?
All right. Well, look,
you do your thing. I'm doing my thing.
All I'm saying, we're not doing that though.
The answer is After
and watch your mouth too, bro. We're not on that.
Or what?
I said we're not on that.
Look, man. Ain't nobody talking to you right now. The plan is if I win or when I win, and if Charlo is able to win.
Thank you. All right, bet.
Then the goal and the plan is for me and him to fight. So I don't give a fuck what you and Jamal got going on. You guys can figure that out when the bell rings. That ain't for me to figure out. But the plan is when I step on Armando, because I'm going to step on him, and if Charlo wins, then we're going to fight. Am I right or am I wrong? Thomas, since you got so much to say.
Nah, they muted me. You're right. Nah,
okay,
they muted me.
They're asking what the plan is, not what's going to happen, not what's going to go through. They're asking what the plan is.
All right, that's a bet.
Okay, so pipe down.
All right, that's a bet. See here you.
I know how to answer the question. He ain't talking to you, motherfucker.
All right, but you.
Yeah, get his dumb ass out of here. Ain't nobody talking to you right now, boy. You had your chance.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, great. Thanks very much, Sean or Ron.
You're not about to play with Caleb, bro. Sweet hands ain't putting under the play. You hear me?
Goddamn Lamont field goddamn played, though. They said, hold on, wait a minute. I'm sitting right here. Like shit.
Like, we
So
ain't doing that. How you gonna tell somebody what they doing, bro? He asking you if he asking you because he know that's pretty much what they setting up. He was very respectful how he was asking and setting up the question. He just asking what everybody want to know, dude. Yo, what's up? Is you and Charlo gonna fight next? If y'all win y'all fights, that's all he's saying. I like Thomas Lamont though. He don't care. Buddy ass is angry. I ain't know he was angry like that.
yeah, man, you ain't know what you get on camera and admit that your opponent was getting in your head a little bit. Even if he was, you ain't supposed to say nothing like that.
Somebody else said that. Judah, you mentioned that. He did. He knocked the phone down. It was a little nervous energy right there. Yeah. Everybody been saying that. I told y'all saying Caleb invited to the barbecue. Caleb is invited to all the family functions, the barbecues, the picnics, the bar mitzvahs. We don't even do that. But the weddings, you get what I'm saying? Caleb might mess around, be the best man. He on a legendary run right now. It's then pride what it do, man. Yeah, that's it. He invited to all the functions, bro. All Mark West, what it do? Smack his ass, Plant. You know it. Caleb on that smoke, man. Like it though. Love the energy though, man. That fight, that card coming up too, man. I'm glad to see Charlo back. Just seem a little different seeing him just a little different, just a little off, but it's all good. It's all good, long as he healthy and mentally ready to go, man. You know, somebody said I seen a video already saying he's stumbling over his words and mumbling or whatever the case. I'm like, oh man, I don't even gonna get into it, but he back. Let's see how he look in the ring. Giving his pops into the camp too. That takes a big person to spot that. Ah man, that's real. Shout out to him then. Shout out to Maul, man. I'm always rooting for Maul. Like everyone out, every drunk, I'm telling you, Maul get 2 sips. He be in your face, yo. You know I do anything. I knock anybody out for you. Maul definitely that one. He definitely the cousin in the spot. Telling you how he beat everybody up for you if anybody mess with you. But I'm gonna always rock with the Charlos. Let me make that very clear. I'm always rocking with them dudes. want to see that dude bounce back, and definitely his brother, because they've been getting like a lot of flack. Like those are some talented brothers right there, and they had it popping, man. Both of them was champions and shit at the same time, man. It was dope, man. So the Charlo era was fun, and it ain't got to be over. Mel said he still got more left. He said he coming for 54, man. He said that's his division. You know, Maul been planning on coming back for some time now. He got the opportunity against Thomas Lamont, a guy that, you know, won a bunch of fights in a row since getting stopped by Lara. But I think as long as, like I said, Maul is him, he gonna beat this kid. 2 sips. I don't think I know a man that don't drink like him. I'm gonna be positive. Charlos are legendary. Yeah, man, they're my guys, money. I'm always rock with the Charlos. You know what I mean? I even revisited the Charlo and Canelo fight, and I changed my mind. I do think he tried in the fight. Looking at it over and paying attention to how he actually fight is just there. You know, a lot of success that Charlo have is off his confidence and his punching power being a factor. The confidence wasn't able to be established because his punching power wasn't a factor. So it was kind of, he was stripped from 2 elements that make him Charlo. But when you go out there and look, you like, oh, he wasn't trying. Yeah, he was. That shit just wasn't working. And his confidence round after round was getting eaten up. You get what I'm saying? He like, man, this shit ain't work. You could see it. He like, this shit is not working. No matter what I do, like, you get me? Like, I hit the rest of these dudes with these same punches, and you know, think about it. He'll have an effect. Anybody at 54 he fight, he get with the best shot, he gonna hurt him. He gonna get an effect, a reaction. Canelo was walking through that shit and just looking for his shots. You get me? And I think that shit was eating up his confidence. I think he went into the fight with a certain expectation of what Canelo was, and I think when it happened, it was like, oh shit, this ain't it. This ain't it for me. Yeah. So it's like, you know, you go in there and just you tried your best. You just couldn't beat that dude. And sometimes that's just what you got, how you got to look at it. Can't say, oh, this dude ain't this, he ain't that, or he didn't try this. Nah, he did try. That shit just didn't work. It wasn't working. Yeah. He couldn't build no confidence. He had some clean punches he landed against Canelo, and that shit did nothing. Then on top of that, Canelo walking his ass down, landed a good shot. I think by the temple, he took that knee. It was a lot. That shit just went bad for him. You know what I mean?
There's only one person I'm picking over Charlo at 54 until proven otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
If it ain't Terence Crawford at 54, I ain't picking against Charlo until you show me that he ain't got it.
Right, all that inactivity, the injury, the jumping out of weight classes. Now you that's the closest thing to a handicap match that you're gonna see. You get what I'm saying? Now, yeah, you signed on the dotted line and all of that, but I feel like I understood what I was saying. You can't say he didn't try. He didn't do what you wanted him to do. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people that's just what it was. Like, nah, that shit, you know what I mean? Because if you look at how he was fighting, you look at his other fights, he do a lot of the same shit. He just was doing more of it because obviously he having more success in these other fights, building that confidence, and he letting his hands flow and really being him. But Canelo had him, you know what I mean? He had to worry about what was coming back at him. I don't think it's nobody at 54 that was presenting the level of danger that Canelo shots was if they landed clean, right? Just a much bigger physical guy than what you've been used to getting punched by. So it's just a lot to consider there. It's easy to just be critical. And I can't be that guy. Yeah, you can criticize shit, but you ever ask yourself why? This dude is a dog. You ain't never seen a fight look like that of his. You ever ask yourself why you think he just went there and laid down? I don't think that was the case, man. He just was in there with somebody that was fazed by anything that he was doing. You get what I'm saying? That shit got to eat away at you. Like, you known for, look at the fights at 54. Tony Harrison was a good fight, but what was the difference? That punching power was able to get him out of trouble. You know what I mean? With Castano, he was outboxing him in a rematch after the draw. The punching power changed the difference, right? Like, he changed fights with that shit. Lubin decimated him early. Punching power makes all the difference. That's at 54, where you belong. 68, uncharted waters, you fighting a guy that's fought as high as 175. So now you trying to hurt him is just like, you get me? Is you really hurting him. You ain't doing shit. And you talking about a dude with one of the best chins in boxing. So it's just a lot to consider. So what I'm saying is it's easy from the outside as a non-athlete to say, oh, this was this. He didn't try this. Oh, the hell with him. But what about all the other times where you seen him stand on business and win, avenge losses, avenge draws? Like, that's really who he is. Like, this fight is not, you get what I'm saying? It just wasn't a fight he should have been in for real. Not at that weight class, because I'm willing to bet money had they fought when they was both at 54 together. That fight looks totally different. So I just felt like I understood what I was saying. You had a deck stacked up against you. Yeah, you signed on the dotted line. I understand the criticism, but I had to take another look at it and revisit how I viewed if he tried or not. Nah, he did. That shit just ineffective. And you never seen Charlo be ineffective in any fight. You never seen his punching power not be able to be a factor at all. Shout out to Mike Kirkland, my brother. Appreciate you putting that color back in the chat. Justin Plant versus Charlo do happen. You got at this point in their career. Plant versus Charlo happen. That's still a pick 'em fight. If Charlo is where you need to be, I'll be able to give a better answer after seeing him against Lamont to a degree. Shit, man. If he Charlo, man, that's a risky fight for either one. But I lean towards Plant because he's been more active.
Yeah, I gotta see what it look like in the next fight. I gotta see what his confidence and his mental at. That's the only question for me. Like, skill wise, he him, but that wasn't his problem.
Right.
His problem was like how clean can you keep yourself mentally to go into that fight, and how fast that fight got to happen by the end of the year, though.
Marquis was good. Keller was good, bro. I love Mel. Was good behind the hands TV. My guy was good, bro.
What's good, bro? What's good, man? What's up, Flossie? What's up, Thomas Hill, man? What's good with y'all, brothers?
What's up, bro?
Flossie, who you was talking about? Mel or Maul?
Maul. I think Maul. It depends on what Maul at mentally. I think that's the biggest hurdle.
It ain't just mental with him, bro. You know, I hate to do it. I'm up here though, so I'm gonna do it. You know, it ain't. Well, it may be mental, but for me, it's more discipline. And I honestly, I feel like this and it's a combination of both of them, right? Of what I'm about to say. But the way I see it is Canelo is genius for the timing of him fighting them, because he didn't fight the broke, hungry young Charlo. He fought a paid, satisfied Charlo.
Facts,
and I feel like had he fought a younger, hungry, I'm gonna say it, a broker Charlo, it'd have been a different kind of fight. I think we would have seen him probably.
I was talking about Maul, not Mel.
Yeah, but that goes into what I'm saying with Maul as well. You know, the fact that he reached success and made a lot of money, it changed up his hunger. You know, it made him satisfied in life. You know, I mean, I'm out here near them. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they both live not too far from me. But what I'm saying is, I seen a guy who was really dominant just kind of fall away from that in his personal life. Just you know, a lot of the distractions that he had, and he had a lot going on, man. And I think him just cleaning up and being more disciplined to the sport, you might be onto something. But if he's not disciplined the way he needs to be away from the sport, it's going to affect how he performs. It definitely is. You know,
shit. I would say we're on the same page. I just kind of tied the mental aspect and the discipline together, because see, if your mental fucked up, I know you ain't doing the shit you're supposed to do to keep yourself together discipline wise. You can't be.
For sure. So, you know, I mean, I done been in clubs and bars with them, and I ain't like what I saw. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is the discipline factor and holding yourself accountable when you're not per se in the ring, it matters. Man had a high speed chase through the area we live in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to get back to the discipline in the regular fundamentals of not in the ring, but being out the ring. You know what I'm saying? If he's sticking to that, I'm gonna find out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I really want to see him be more disciplined.
Yeah, let me know something before I start putting my money on shit.
Man, tap in with me on IG or something, and I'll let you know the real for real.
Yeah, I don't think he was playing though, Kello. I think he might have been rocked to sleep a little bit by the financial gain. You know what I'm saying? I think that could have been a factor, as well as like the camp at the crib. You get what I'm saying? So
Come on, just do you read that comment, bro? No more camps in the backyard by the pool, bro. No more.
Right. No, I couldn't argue that at all. That's all factual. But I still believe, like, I'm serious, bro. I really do believe he tried, but he didn't give himself the best chance to win on top of the circumstances that already was stacked up against him. So yeah, he kind of shot himself in the foot with that one too. Because, you know, even if you would have gave yourself the most rigorous kind of training camp, that fight still is a very tough fight. But you take that away, you get what I'm saying, and what you got people feeling like you didn't try. So I understand it, but I always want to be fair to these dudes, man. And I'll just be watching it over and really just removing any emotion and seeing it. I'm like, yeah, this shit just ain't working. And then that shit that you watching, his confidence just dwindle round after round. You're watching this shit like you're not comfortable. You get to a point where you wouldn't even want to let more than one punch go at a time. I was like, oh yeah, this shit going all bad for you. You know what I mean? You just didn't account for the physical body that he was going to be that night. You know what I mean? And I always remember when, I forget who they was fighting. Y'all might remember when they was out there in the crowd. He was like, I could beat Canelo. He's like, he getting tired. I could beat him. I was like, yeah, that shit look like that from the outside. He was getting tired around that time, and not with you. Standing up in between rounds and some more shit. Revisiting fountains of youth and all types of shit. But yeah, y'all. Bro,
what knee problems?
Right. Camp at the crib did it, Keller. Okay, you got me there, man. That's 100% fact.
Yeah, I didn't know you had a camp at the crib. That's wild.
Come on, man. I literally drove by and told I say, man, this man in his yard training.
Yeah.
He was wild for that, bro.
Yeah, camp at the crib is wild. And it's funny because Earl Spence, I remember him saying he realized the point where he had guys. And it was so funny to see him turn around and do the same shit. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, what? Are you serious? Like, bro, you really cited the reason you knew you had guys. He got the family. Oh, he too comfortable. And, bro, you turned around and did the same thing. Charlo did it. I'm like, bro, y'all got it. I see why y'all leave. I see why y'all go lock in. I see why people go to wherever it is they go. Big Bear, Colorado Springs, wherever they at, wherever they ain't from is where they go and lock in. I see. I get it. Children and wife chilling at the pool, right? You probably getting massages and everything. You ain't training for real.
He was literally doing Pilates in the yard, bro.
I can't
literally
do this with the kids, bro. Like try doing a live stream and having the kids, bro.
Bro, he was literally doing Pilates in the yard. That ain't okay.
Y'all. Telling you, boop, mute real quick. Son be back here raging war in the crib. And I'm telling you, so yeah, man. Just imagine a whole training camp where you gotta lock in and be all you just can't be as hungry because you got everything right in front of you, right? You need to put yourself in them situations where you appreciate what you got, man. You basking in it, bro. You enjoying moral of the story, you can't enjoy the fruits of your labor during no fucking camp. It's over for that. And when hey, after you beat some ass, if you want to go chill and enjoy it, yeah, by all means, cool. But ain't no enjoying the fruits of your labor while you in camp. You're supposed to treat it like you ain't got shit. And I think that's the mentality. And he was the complete opposite. I think the financial gain. And look, at the end of the day, bro, it's easy to criticize, but it takes a different person to try to understand. Shit, man, he human too. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget. Canelo said, man, yeah, he about to make some money. I'm about to tell him how he the better Charlo brother out of the two.
he rocked that man to sleep. With that comment alone, he rocked that man to sleep.
I'm telling you, who the better out of the two? He said, I think he is. You know, he fought the better competition. I say, yeah.
You saw the smile on his face when he said it, dog.
I said,
man. You low down for that shit too. He tried to damn validate him, and that shit worked. Lured his ass to sleep.
Sneaky dog. He over there pumping his ego up, Charlo. Like, y'all told y'all I'm big Charlo. Canelo said, yeah, you big Charlo, right?
Yeah.
Canelo smooth guy, man, I think about it.
Now we cooking with grease, dog. I think we really getting to the meat of the subject right there, bro.
Yeah, he looked at he had like some very subtle love handles. That's what I noticed, like seeing it like around the waistline where his trunks is at. I seen you don't.
That mean he took shortcuts in making the weight, bro.
Yeah.
Because had he come in the way he normally come in and the Charlo Maul that Flossie was describing, them dudes was ripped to shreds, dog.
Yeah, they was. Yeah.
You know, and the Charlos we've been seeing as of late ain't like that.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
that was
it.
how I need to see their next fight
Maul
before
wasn't
I
like
make a
he had
decision.
some love handles the last time he fought too.
Maul had a
He
chubby
definitely
face.
do. I'm watching it now.
Yeah. Mel in the yard doing yoga crazy.
But speaking to that comment about what my man, how my man stroked his ego and said he thought he was the better of the two. I mean,
rock my boy to sleep.
Yeah, no,
I got this.
That's definitely that was psyops. My man was winning the fight before the damn fight even took place, bro. Like he was
Remove
planting
the
all the
element,
seeds
the
in there.
aggressive element, the keep running your mouth, Charlo. It wasn't that. It was like, I'm fighting Canelo. He's a good fighter. And I was like, oh nah. Now that, after processing it all, you look at it. Now you look at that stuff like, nah, I would have much rather seen the agitated Mel Charlo. Because that's a funny ass dude. Man, it's funny because when he mad, he funny to me. And then it got to a point in his career where just like he was so unbothered. This shit was hilarious, man. Up there on the IG live with the poncho. I think bro started whistling and everything. He was dancing. He was doing all that. He had the hat on. I said, yo, this man is a fool, bro.
I can't wait to see it though. I gotta see my boy go shit. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should be, but I ain't really worried about the Lamont fight. I think Charlo too like naturally gifted, unless he just fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
To lose to somebody like that. But I want to see how sharp he is. And if you're gonna fight Plant, this shit gotta be like before the end of this year. No more layoffs. It gotta be back to back. If not, shit, what you having a tune-up fight for?
Yeah, he definitely got played. He definitely got played and rocked to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Removed Canelo just rid himself of all problems. This guy ain't even gonna be aggressive against me. I'm already getting him off a long layoff injury, 2 weight classes. Now I'm about to put the icing on the cake and the cherry on the top by telling him how good he is. How you fought all these people. Yeah, and you get paid. You getting paid. You paid that. You getting paid that.
And to most of the point, man, they was going through a whole lot too, aside from boxing. So that's like stroking the minds. That's stroking the psyche all the way, just making it feel so much better.
Bro, that shit was hilarious. I said, y'all mad at this dude? Y'all not watching right, yo.
Canelo played on the fact that he know these two brothers are competitive with one another. He knew that.
Facts.
To stroke his ego publicly was perfect.
Facts.
Them dudes compete at everything. My house bigger than his. All that.
All right. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be, man. Try to shake down though.
And that's always been a problem. You can see that where it's
already made enough money where it might be somebody lost to fire him because he actually popping, to be honest with you. Whether you like it or not, whether you like the show, the name of it, his content, whatever, he definitely popping. He's self-sufficient at this point. He don't really even need, like, I ain't gonna, you know what I mean? You can't tell me that it's gonna be the end of the world if he, not working for them. Probably be a loss for them, to be honest with you, at this point, because I'm telling you, boy, the content is king. I'm telling you now, and it's yours. Get me? Content is king. He know it. Get right on the show and talk his talk, and they gonna tune right in. Dude just did a 3-hour interview with Terence Crawford. 3 hours, bro. That dude, do what you want, man. He playing a good game.
Damn. Maul start cutting up on his ass at the end of this fight. Jose got to be tough as hell.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
He's tough as hell considering that the weight class he was in. He shouldn't even been up there.
They're both human professionals, which we said just wasn't motivated for his surgery from a doctor performing surgery on you.
I'm interested in that fight with him and Plant, though. I got to see it.
It's possible, bro. It's possible. Because that human element is always there.
I think my bad, bro. I think an in shape Charlo, a focused Charlo presents real problems to Caleb Plant, but I don't know if that's what we gonna get.
Right.
That's my only heads on the bet. If Charlo ain't focused, I got my money on
Right.
Plant. If
That's
he
why
is focused, I got to lean in the other way.
Mike asked me the question. I had to lean towards Caleb just because I believe in him. You've seen him more. Like I want to see what Charlo look like against Lamont, even though Lamont ain't Caleb, but at least we get to see him, see him work, see him get some rounds in, and see how he look. Right. So
if Charlo have as much as a gas tank, I got him beating Caleb Plant. I just need to see what kind of shape he's in.
I think the same thing. I love Caleb Plant, but don't get me wrong. But I think Charlo more skilled, and I think his gas tank will bite him in the ass if
Caleb starts a fight off at a quarter tank.
I would go that far, but damn.
Yeah.
But it got to be mental though. I always think that because like he trained his ass off.
I think it's the fighting style, bro. I think he's so busy.
It's the style.
What he doing, boxing, moving, feinting. Caleb do a lot. He do
Caleb
a lot.
do every aspect of boxing in his fights. Every aspect he do it, and I know he be burnt out by the 9th, 10th round. You can see it.
He got every muscle that you could possibly have. Like, you know what I mean? Dude be chiseled the hell up bad. So know that, help deplete the, oxygen tank too. So yeah, man, it's like Bumgarner. We was talking about that with her. And I just don't think it's not her putting in the work. I just think it's how she fight.
The muscles heavy too.
And you throwing these big punches, and you always talking about, then look at these arms, and I'm a puncher, I'm a hitter, baby. You are, man. I think you find yourself tired in fights too from that. So, you know what I mean?
Probably Derek could teach her how to pace herself.
Right. If you see the way she trained, like, man, she a dog. Alicia Bumgarner trained hard as hell. I've seen her doing some shit for a fact. You know how you watch somebody do something, you like, man, you start breathing different just looking at them. I'm like, man, it's like the second time that happened. The first time it was watching Sean Porter train in the desert. I definitely was watching that, and I realized I was breathing different, like it was me doing it. I'm looking at it like, damn, and that's just from watching you do it, bro. I can imagine out there punching and moving the way his dad had him in that damn desert heat, man. You could tell Sean Porter wanted to stop. I almost was for sure that he wanted to stop. For a split second, I thought he was going to take a break, but he just kept pushing. I'm like, yo, he a dog, man. His father was working him out crazy. Prime Charlo, I definitely favor him for sure. Earl had a hell of a gas tank. That's because he working in that gym, Mikello. Hot ass gym. That's that hot ass gym he working out in.
Yeah, I really do think it's gonna come down to how much shape Charlo can be in. The better shape he in, they let me know how good his camp was.
Yeah. So Lamana, I still expect him to beat this guy, but how he beat him is I guess,
Has Lamont ever been stopped before?
Lamana?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lara stopped his ass. The last loss was Lara. Lara stopped him early too. And he went on like what they say, a 9-fight win streak since then. But ain't none of those guys he ain't fought no damn Lara's again or nothing like it. So you know how that go. But wins is wins, man. You know, build momentum is a real thing in sports and boxing. So at the end of the day, man, you run into them ones. And I think Charlo it's still enough for himself there for him to go out there and beat a guy like Romana. But he gonna try to go for it. But I remember that fight, him getting stopped early. He got dead bad. I did bad. Lara did him filthy.
Yeah, we see Charlo come in overweight, but I wonder what like a healthy, like well trained under the 168-pound limit Charlo looked like. Not the one that came in like he had a bullshit camp.
A guy that's actually acclimated and been, multiple camps at the weight where you were able to see him in optimal peak shape condition or whatever the case. But
yeah, I'm about to say the skill's still there, but I think the reflexes being off and the conditioning and all that shit had everything to do with you not having a good camp.
Man, it wasn't nothing ring related, bro. It wasn't nothing ring related. It was everything outside the ring.
Shout out to Sis Melanin Queen, man. Y'all keep hitting the like button.
I believe you.
Hopefully, put that shit to the side enough where he can be successful in the ring.
Glossy, that man got more problems than what you aware of. I can tell by the way you talking, and it ain't no slight to you. He gotta clean some stuff up, bro. I mean, really, he got issues that he got to get straight, and if he get it straight, and he is without those issues and he's in shape, he gonna be hard to beat. And I think this is what you talking to, and I agree with you on that. It's just I'm call me the devil's advocate. I just don't see him beating them Temptations, bro. That's my thing. I don't see him beating them Temptations. I hope he does, because I really love him when he's on point. He's a dope fighter, but you know, by the way he fights them issues, man, he don't be winning.
Right.
And then he about to get paid. Come on, man.
Yeah, that more was sharp, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody rocking out, man. Another dope build in the books, man. We gonna see, man. We got Eubank, Conor, Benn this weekend, man.
Oh yeah, the Eggman coming back.
704 Joe, yeah, man. And then the news, Jahi and Truck. That's a good young scrap for them guys, man.
I really like that fight because it brings a light to the lower profile guys that's on their way, which we don't do much. You know, I think a lot of people gonna be talking about that mix up. That's a good fight, and you know, on that level, there are several great fights that occur. It's just people overlook them.
That's a fact. I'm gonna make sure we're gonna talk about this one. If I don't actually go there live, man, I wonder if Vito call. I'll try to call a fight, man.
Yo, man, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. This is a great build right here. Great conversation. Always good to see my man Flossie up here in Mo City. Appreciate the content you guys brought to the table. Just, you know, you do a fantastic job. Think it was excellent insight to say how he pit one against another, man, because you could see even in the interview where they was talking about Big Charlo, that nigga, it touched the nerve with him, dog. You could see how it, to his core, it struck a nerve, bro. And I think
Thomas, here's a fun fact. They are twins, but one of them turned pro a year before the other. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? And the one that took boxing seriously first was Mel.
Yeah.
So he has a hang up about him being revered, how he's looked at, because he felt like, hey man, I'm the one making the headway to making this happen. You know, so I get it. It is a very competitive thing when you have a twin.
Yeah, man. And I know that you, like you said, man, your boy, that just shows that your boy Canelo, he's a astute dude, man. He keyed in on that and he played to it, man, just so he can get him load up, man. It's just like when Sugar Ray told Marvin Hagler, he a tremendous boxer. He probably can beat me boxing. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he went in there and boxed his way to a victory.
You know, you speak on boxing. I really look forward to seeing the male that we gonna get, because the male that got with Derrick James before he got with Derrick James was a boxer, and then he became this. I'm a knockout artist, baby, and all that other stuff. But that guy can box. You know, I hope he goes back to that because he really could box.
That's a fact. Charlo Bros, man. Yeah, that's real, man. But yeah, man, we get to see the next go round of the Charlo twins, man. So I'm rooting for them. Hopefully, we get to see them back doing their thing. Because Charlo and Plant low key gotta happen. So I hope he can't do nothing else. I hope he able to get through this fight and at least get that fight for himself. He don't do nothing else in boxing, man.
You ain't lying. You can't
go out like
can't stay locked in to get that Plant fight. I don't know what will.
Right.
After that fight, do you, bro? But shit, give me that one.
Right. But again, man, shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all rocking out, man. To the end, Mel and Mo, yeah, man, they still them guys for sure, man. Shout out to my brothers, man, behind the NTV, my guy Flossie, T Hill, coming to build with me, man. And y'all already know, man. Tomorrow, Friday, man, we're gonna have Keith back in the building tomorrow, man. You know, he had another fight already. Another quick stoppage too, man. He getting rid of these dudes, man. He pummeled Buddy ass in the corner. First round stoppage. I mean, so we're gonna chop it up with tomorrow. We gonna, do what we do. Yeah, I know. So with that, man, appreciate everybody rocking out. Shout out to the guys that continue to rock out with your boy. Appreciate the super chat, cash apps, man. We gonna keep building, man, and we'll be back tomorrow to build on this boxing, man. Peace to the fans.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Jusdueboxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Jusdueboxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Jusdu. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Jusdu, man. Much love.